I'm driving down to my knees, Lord, answer me. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I keep my dick with. I know them niggas don't want no pipe, I keep a squeezy. A big ass glizzy. My mama tell me all the time, baby, you gonna be a star. But she don't even like right now. For real. That's your dog, nigga. Yo, that nigga gon' get your P. I had to stop fucking with niggas. I knew they won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to run touch. We gon' run these mix. Shit, I can't wait to score touch. We gon' kill the mix. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me. That's why I brought the blitz. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me. That's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me. I make your mama bitch. I had to move up out my mama house. I couldn't bring the tension. Cause when I leave up out this bitch, I gotta bring the kiss. Hey, when I leave up out this bitch, I don't know if I'm come back in. And if you really had the nigga, you know what I'm fit. I told my niggas bull out, cause we on a mission. My girl be telling me chill out, cause she need a nigga. And plus my son, he getting older, that's my little nigga. It ain't shit I wouldn't do for my fucking children. And making it back home and you know I ain't playing with you. I hear them niggas talking like I'll keep that playing with you. I heard some niggas wanna ride me down, play with niggas. They know we keep those splits burning, we love to smoke on niggas. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we don't know a nigga. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we won't get with it. I feel like I gotta pick me, I swear y'all be ignoring niggas. I feel like I gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like I gotta pick these 3-3s down, hit a nigga. Yeah. These 3-3s that hit a nigga. I feel like I gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like I gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I little dog in the girl, that nigga gon' get your pee. I had to start fucking with niggas, I know you don't fuck with me. And I can't wait to wild touch, we gon' run the me. Shit, I can't wait to score touch, we gon' kill the nigga. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put the clip. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama bitch. I had to move about my mama house, I couldn't bring attention. I couldn't bring attention.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, man. Y'all know how we kick the vibes off early grand rising. We set the tone with the good vibe of music. I know y'all been listening to a lot of the new music. I will be releasing this music. This is all exclusive music for me and a couple local Delaware artists that we will be putting together. Super fire. We will be releasing the videos of that. We got more content coming. And let's get to one of these regular ugly songs. I'm gonna let y'all hear Snake Love, the full version all the way through.
Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my brother Blue. I'll get you on here. We'll do some promo in a second too, bro.
I ain't showing no feelings. Homie called my phone, he told me, go home with this rap shit. Lately I be going crazy, feeling like I'm bad shit. My men in the gutter, all these bitches want me crack shit. Niggas talking down on me, they don't want me head shit. Try to stay legitimate, I'm back on this trap shit. Try to run up in the crib, strike and made him backflip. Reels he call my phone, I know he heard him, but he act tough. Bitches try to line him, we gon' find him, they gon' give it up. Go for me, I did enough, but really we ain't did enough. Trying to turn my city up, and trying to take my life from me. They trying to take my life from me. That's why I keep this pipe on me. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. And the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. And the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. I ain't showing no feelings. Weak emotions is expression. That's the reason to kill him. On the side with your feelings. But I got angels with me. And some demons that's gonna blow him. But I pray he didn't. See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet.
If you with me, time to place up your bet.
Ain't no turning back.
Them niggas who ran.
When we caught his ass,
got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am.
Yeah, you know who I am.
I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming.
It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming.
Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love.
I told my brothers we gon' make it.
That's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We'll get into one more little jammy jam. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I need everybody to drop them fire emojis in the chat. Y'all can hear me loud and clear. Let's get straight to the last jammy jam. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis. This is the Wake and Bake. Let me know what y'all smoking on and where y'all at this grand rising. I want to say peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines, American Indians, and the FBA brothers and sisters tuning in. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native?
He $5 though if we not melanated.
Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Send their prayers up,
We testing back on vacation.
Yeah. God's children, give all your praise to Jesus,
But how God feeling?
He say put no one before him
In
in
divine
divine
image.
image. It's you with God and Christians.
I gotta listen, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't.
We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English taught it on our homes. Tribal families turn on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we let this turn to something. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. You wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust a pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let their slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patent accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
And like I said, all this music is all exclusive music. If y'all want to check out that last song you just heard, you can go type in on YouTube, type in Trey Ali. You can check out a conglomerate of all his music catalogs. All of his fire. All of it has the vibe, the essence, and it has some type of substance in it. So let's get to the rest of this intro and let's get it in, man. Let's go.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder, I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder, I got a feeling, deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair by numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with Dylan, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern, I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern, I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed to it, shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I want to say peace and blessings. Grand Rising. This your brother Aboriginal Power Man. We got a nice little live stream. We'll get into some dialogue. Definitely want to get into some dialogue. Y'all see the title. Why are so many foreign blacks dictating Aboriginal or Black American history? Why do they have their own connotations as if we don't got culture, as if we didn't build this country, as if we didn't give a contribution to everything that we see as American culture? So that's one of the things we want to try to highlight throughout this build. So that's one of the main things. And listen, I'm getting shadow banned, you guys. I don't know why. The Chief has a couple other brothers in the community be getting shadow banned. So I need you guys to work extra hard to get the shadow ban uplifted. That means you gotta hit the like button, share the live stream. That means you gotta share it on IG, share it on Twitter, share it on TikTok, share it on Facebook. Tag me in it. You know what I mean? Support the channel. Share the live stream, man. It's very important for us to share the live stream. You know what I'm saying? So peace and blessings to everybody. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Let everybody know what you smoking on and where you at this Grand Rising. I'm gonna take the time out to shout out some of the brothers and sisters that took their time out to come rock with me this Grand Rising. So shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream that's not able to chat. Peace and blessings to you guys. And now I'm gonna shout out some of the brothers that's in the chat. All right. Shout out to Sun Baby. Shout out to my brother Sun Baby, Rodney Lewis, Tayshawn, Scats, Maurice Miller, Sun God, Eastside 1415, Antoinette Johnson, Kyle Finch, Mike, Out the Blue 40, Infinity. We got Ron Cavis Young, Reginald Jones, Simon the Atheist Killer. We got Not a Coincidence in the building. Who else we got up in this thing? We got Rodney Lewis. We got Chuck. We got Chuck in this big. We got Ricardo. We got Tampa Supreme, Chief Courtney Michelle, Andrea Valdez, and Joshua Stewart. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like I said, I need y'all to hit that like button, share the live stream. We got Epic Studies. Big Chief, fuck you crackers. Big Chief said he on that garlic breath. We got Keyshawn Padaway. Shout out to you for tuning in. We got my brother, Mr. Aboriginal Smith, in the building. Shout out to you as well. Going up on the dry kush on the Tuesday. Hey, can't go wrong with that, man. Hey, gotta smoke good on a good Tuesday. You understand me? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. So how y'all feeling this Grand Rising? Drop them fire emojis. Y'all can hear me, man. They've been crazy shadow banning the channel. And hey, if you ain't getting shadow banned, that means you ain't doing nothing right. You understand me? So we got to keep constantly pushing this information out. So I kind of want to get into the dialogue, the open dialogue, some of the audio, and then I open the panel and we can get into some of the more open dialogue about it and some of y'all opinions. So before I get into that, I want to say peace and blessings once again to everybody for tuning in. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. April the 30th. I just want to reiterate that. April the 30th, we have the battle rap event going down. After Blue 40 versus Aboriginal Power. It's a rap battle event. You also have Job Bricks versus Schemes. You got Job Bricks versus Schemes. Y'all gonna want to go tune into that Vortex Battle League, April the 30th. All right, so let's get into some of the dialogue that we have lined up in here. Why is it that so many different foreign blacks dictate what our history is? I hear it constantly over and over, especially since these Clubhouse, Twitter spaces been taking place. You hear a lot of foreigners that's not Black American dictate about Black American, so-called Black American history. The lack of accomplishments and contributions, the fact that they say that we have no culture. Why is this the constant narrative from foreign blacks that we don't have culture, we haven't produced anything, and we haven't built anything in America? Okay. Well, I just want to say this: everything in America was built by Black Americans. The culture that highlight the most as American culture is, in fact, Aboriginal, so-called Black American culture. We are the culture. You understand me? So I don't know why people dictate the fact that we don't have culture when we the most influenced people around the world based off our customs and culture. The way we act, the way we dress, this is cultural practices. So when you see other people imitating the way you dress or your slang, this is them culturally appropriating to your culture. This is them attaching themselves to your culture. This is them tethering to your culture while still being attached to their culture, right? We got to kind of put an end to that because there's nobody on the planet like a Black American, so-called Black American or Aboriginal American. First of all, we produced a lot of the inventions that the world used as advancements, right? We're some of the most influenced people. And this is another thing. We don't hightail it out of nowhere, okay? Hightail it means running. We're not running from nowhere. We don't leave where we at, where we're building, where we settled at based off of indoctrination or colonist influence. This is something that we gradually have done since the beginning of the time. Other cultures think that you gotta kiss the white man's ass to be able to be successful in America. You gotta be a coon, a Uncle Tom, if you will. No, we don't have to be any of these things to illustrate who we are as American Aborigines. Okay, you are the greatest people on the planet. You guys, like your ancestors, literally put work in to the great artifacts, the monuments, the achievements, refrigerators, electricity, metallurgy, baths, baby cradles, I mean, the list goes on and on. I can really overwhelm you with things that your ancestors did until tomorrow. I can keep going one after another one till tomorrow. One after another, all the way till tomorrow, off of your accomplishments and contributions. What's deep about certain things is that a lot of our people fail to look at the cultural differences between other foreign blacks. A lot of foreign blacks like to big up their own culture while shitting on often American culture. But you can't shit on American culture when you left your culture, you left your land, you left your culture, customs, and traditions to run to the colonist area where a lot of these colonists control and adapt to Black American, so-called Black American culture. Black American culture is the most influenced. We every genre of music we created. Every style of sporting event we created. Even the ones that you don't even like. You don't like field hockey, you don't like hockey, you don't like baseball. We've invented that thousands of years ago. Basketball, football, and people say, well, it wasn't played the same way. It was virtually played the same way it was played 3,000 ago, as you see, 3,000 years ago, as you see it today. There was a team of 11. You had a rubber ball, you had a stadium, and you had opposite ends to score your points on. This is the gist of the ancient Aboriginal Omaki game that we call football today. They called it football then. And you can also find figurines of these little Omak figurines with these rubber balls inside of their hand. It's almost like a trophy or a statue or some type of acknowledgement, if you will, because of I call it ancient MVP players. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at a lot of this culture, you're going to find so many different things. Like even back in the day, they still got the ball courts in La Venta and all over America, even in North America. You find these ball courts, often football courts. And these football courts are so elaborate, built with concrete. And not only that, they have an underground niche in each and every one of them. That's acoustic barrier. It's acoustic layered chambers. So while the game is going on, you will have a set of people at these underground niches at eye level where they're able to watch the game at eye level and commentate on the game. So they will be commentating, speaking about the game in these underground niches, and it will echo throughout the whole arena. It was acoustic based. It was meant for those reasons, to heighten the sound of what comes out of them underground niches. This takes science. Next to these elaborate courts, you find pyramidal structures that is astronomically aligned. And you ask us, do the ancestors have science? Well, how was they able to astronomically align these pyramids and also have these ball courts for entertainment purposes as well? So it shows an advancements of society here in America. Okay, it shows an advancements of society here in America. When we deal with the irrigation, which is one of the most incredible feats and basic necessities to civilization to thrive, if you're not able to grab irrigation, the constant flow of water to your area, you're going to less likely to have a thriving civilization. Our ancestors mastered irrigation to the point where they could turn a desert area to an oasis of water based off of the science of irrigation. How do I know that? Because we see it simply implemented in Corral Soup A. And in Corral Soup A, you see a desert that at one point in time, 5,500 years ago, would have been an oasis up to the time of Corral, crumbling as a civilization. But up to that time, you'd have found this desert area, this desolate desert area, overnight almost become an oasis where it was sustaining them with fresh water. You understand me? It was able to pump water into the community where they was able to use it. So these are the feats that we're able to see in America. Now I know I've been going on a long rant. I do want to get into the audio. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? If y'all can hear me loud and clear, drop them fire emojis in the chat. I just want to add clarity on Aboriginal culture. We can go toe to toe with anyone in the world with culture and civilization advancements. It's a difference between being a society and a civilization. See, most societies can often not be nowhere and build. They can just roam around. You often have roaming societies, nomadic societies. It's a difference between a society and civilization advancements. Okay, and this is one of the things that we take honor in America. Okay, another thing that's credited towards the Eastern Hemisphere that scientists has now proven to be from this hemisphere is the science of mathematics, the science of 0 to 9. 0 plays a very important component when it comes to math, when it comes to equation, when it comes to algebra, when it comes to geometry. The number 0 is a significant basis. It is a significant point to the basis of mathematics. You understand me? So we got to understand as Aboriginal people how important it is to highlight what our ancestors done. Do not allow any other foreigner come over here to say that you don't have culture, that you have not built anything. Then they say, why are you not building? 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 We already done built this fucking country. We're not going to keep building again. We already built it. It's already established. What you see is what we built. Yeah, 0 is not considered a number. It's considered an opponent in math. So it's not an actual number. You're right. You're actually right. It's not an actual number. It's a component that plays a significant factor in mathematics. But needless to say, that 0 was created by Olmec culture. You can find ancient mathematics before the credited number 0 in Olmec culture by looking at as simple as looking at the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar is based off of mathematics. And this predates A lot of calendars around the world. How many of you know? How many of you knew that? How many of y'all know that the same Olmec Mayan calendar is the same calendar that the Mississippian culture used, Poverty Point culture used, the Hopewell community used, and Moundville, Alabama community used? How many of y'all knew that? This is the same science. It wasn't limited to one area. It was not exclusive to one spot. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna get into more of the bag of this information. We're gonna play a little bit of this audio. Y'all want to listen to some audio? If not, y'all, we ain't got to. It's up to y'all. If y'all want to listen to some audio dealing with this topic, we can. If y'all not, we can keep it going. Y'all let me know. Drop the fire emojis. If y'all want me to keep it going. You can drop the bear emojis, the grizzly bear emojis, if you want me to play some audio. Just let me know. It's up to you guys. This is y'all's channel. This is y'all channel as well. You understand? So I just want to make that clear. We are not Africans. No, we're absolutely not Africans. We're not culturally Africans, genetically Africans, or traditionally Africans. We're no form of African that you can name. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Fire emoji to keep going. I keep it going. I keep it going. See, the science is very, very oblique, man. And a lot of people that's not privy of Aboriginal culture, that's been studying African, Hebrew, all these other cultures will come in and act like we don't have shit until we just constantly, we got to reiterate that, like I said, even the text, like you said, Joshua, textile clothing, the fabric of that we see of modern clothing today was created by Aboriginal people. We can prove that because we have found hoodies. Well, what we would call hoodies. They even explain this as a hoodie. They even illustrate this as a hoodie, a double insulated hoodie going back 19,000 years ago in America. Have y'all even heard of that before? I can show y'all the proof. We have hoodies in America that go back 13,000 years. So what you wear on there every day, what Trayvon Martin died in would have been not unusual. That would have been a normal, custom, traditional wear in America thousands of years ago. A hoodie. Not only a hoodie, pants. Pants is another thing that was around 15,000 years ago. How do I know this? Because this is what the experts say. I wish I was the elaborate scientist that just come up with all this crazy stuff. But this is what the experts say. The experts said that Aborigines had pants and hoodies here. We still wear these things today. There's really virtually nothing that we do in American culture that we do that wasn't done thousands of years ago. Yes, it would, Chief Graviolis. It would be an actual blessing to have a conversation, an intellectual conversation driven based off a lineage with Tariq Nasheed. I shout out to my brother Antisocial Booby in the chat. I hit them up and they conversate with Tariq more than I do. So I told them, like, I need to try to set up an interview so the next time they hop in one of the spaces, I will try to engage in on that. I will try to engage and try to get that going. Okay. Pants and hoodies, like I said, 3 to 4, 5,000 years ago, this would have been a normal custom, especially if it goes back 15 to 19,000 years ago. I mean, we could just keep going on and on and on, literally, about our cultural customs and traditions that happened thousands of years ago, that you, as a lost Black American that don't know your Aboriginal culture, still practice today. It's innate in your DNA. Some things are just in your DNA you can't even help. Yeah, American Aborigines always decorated their grave sites. It's always been elaborate. Different areas have their own cultural practices when it comes to the spiritual. But you know, most of it is culturally inclined. Most of it is culturally inclined. For instance, when you go to New Orleans, you see the way they do they burial ceremonies, parading the casket and the deceased through the town, collecting their energy, burying them in certain cypress box or pine box that is termite and bug resilient. This is a custom that goes back thousands of years ago in Mayan and Olmec culture. The same burial and spiritual systems you see in New Orleans commonly practiced is the same burial system that you see in ancient Olmec and Mayan traditions. We even see it highlighted on the murals. So this is the custom that we all like to deal with. Like there's so much information out here that deals with our people. It's ridiculous. Not just the pants and hoodies, the metallurgy, the mathematics, just the science in general, the ability to be able to thrive, the ability to be able to change. We went from obviously, I believe under my research and what data shows that American Aborigines are some of the first people to do pyramidal technique masonry. And not only that, they did it for thousands of years, and to the point where they became culturally inclined into a new environment where they changed the building style from pyramidal style to complex style. Uh, uh, you see that within the Hopewell community. You started to see this unique change where most of the structures is no longer pyramidal. They're more like what we see in our subdivisions, complex, apartment, duplex, complex housing is it started to take a unique look about 2000 to 1500 years ago, based off of the Aboriginals changing this culturally inclined. So what you see today as neighborhoods set up, subdivisions, this was something that Aboriginals set up custom 1500 years ago. Some of these ancient Pueblo style houses is built out of adobe, right, which is biodegradable material, right, that's able to last the stand of time. A lot of these apartment complexes have running water through them that still exist in the day. People are still living in these 1,000-year-old apartment complex with water running through them that your ancestors built. This is a fact. This is the fact. I encourage you all to go to the Jaguar Omac page and go look at his playlist. He have a playlist called the American Indian Encyclopedia. It's a dope playlist. It breaks down. If you guys are unfamiliar or you're unsure of what Aboriginal culture is, go read that book. If one of my moderators in the chat, please drop the American Indian Encyclopedia for them. It's a must. It's a must that they understand what their culture is. If you're confused and you don't know what your culture is, read the encyclopedia. It's going to give you your culture from A to Z. From A to Z, literally. So we got to deal with foreigners coming on us and shitting on us. See, the reason you can't combat a foreigner with a lot of their talking points is because you don't even know what you have. Right. It's a must that we educate them and put them in line on the false narratives of what our culture is. Most of the Aboriginal people in America don't even know what all their ancient culture is and how that ancient culture is still being applied today. It's a serious business here. And like I said, if anybody want to jump on a panel, we can have this dialogue. I don't see why we couldn't have this dialogue right now, man. While we still got y'all in here, y'all still asleep. I want to wake y'all up a little bit. Can we get some wake up in here? Can we get some wake up in this motherfucker? Wake up, wake up, wake up. We got DJ Cuddy in the building today, man. The best to do it if you ever knew it. Shout out to DJ Cuddy. Shout out to DJ Cuddy, man. We ain't had DJ Cuddy in here in a few lives. Shout out to my brother. Like I said, man, it's very complex, but it's not. It's very simplicity when you want to highlight your culture. Now, how it was taken and how this whole system came in place, this is a more complex story. But your culture in general and what it is and how it was created and who created it and where it's at, this is not hard to do. We can simply just go read about it. I mean, we ain't got to be extra. We just got to read about it. You understand me? So That's why it's very important for you guys to really do your work. Listen, go subscribe to these channels, hit these like buttons, listen to what they say. When somebody throw out a source and they say, well, I got this from the American Encyclopedia, or I got this from John Haas, or I got this from Ruth Shady, or I got this from Dr. Richard Hansen. Take these sources, double check them, and see if you came with the same conclusion. Yeah, you check it and see if you came with the same conclusion. If you ask a lot of these so-called foreigners, let's just say a West African, right? A West African. Ask the West African, what are some of their cultural practices that they practiced 2,000 to 3,000 years ago that they still practice today in Africa that advance the society and living quarters and living civilizations there? They can't give you nothing. There's nothing culturally significant that deals with the advancement of civilization in West Africa. So don't allow a West African to shit on your accomplishments and act like you ain't built this whole fucking continent, this whole country that we call the United States of America. Don't let them act like you ain't did this. Shout out to everybody, man. Support the channel. We got Craig in here. He supported the channel. He sent the cash out donation. Shout out to Craig. We appreciate all the support. Make sure y'all support the channel. Links at the bottom right of the screen if y'all looking. We appreciate all the support. The most important thing that you can do for you guys is to share the live stream and to hit the like button. See, a lot of y'all don't even understand Egyptian culture because you done got it from a fabricated, artificial, inserted version from these white or dirty white Arabs, if you will. They are rewriting ancient history. Or they culturally inclined to the people that came later in Egypt, not the people who established Egypt, but the people who came later in Egypt. And the reason you won't find too much information on the people who established Egypt is because the people that came after them erased their history. The only reason you were erasing someone's history unless you didn't like them. Okay? Right? This is like Europeans came here, they try to erase our history because they don't like us. They just want to get rid of us. You see what I'm saying? These reasons. Right. These particular reasons. When we go to Egypt, you're going to find fingerprints of the Americas there. You got to know what you're looking for. This is a crime scene, if you will. So when you're going and looking at these, when you're doing geology forensics, you got to be able to look at the details. You're going to find the fingerprints of the Americas there. That's a fact. So what I'm saying is certain outlooks give you a more clearer understanding of what you're dealing with. You understand me? A lot of these horns come over here and they like to adapt to your culture. It was Jamaican created hip hop. Now I'm hearing that some Italians created jazz. I'm hearing that some white people created country. Like they need to cut the malarkey. Seriously.
Somehow this nigga on some wild, crazy shit.
Facts. Knowing damn well Chuck Berry created country. Knowing damn well them brothers from St. Louis that was pushing ragtime went down to Louisiana, mixed in with the brass instrument playing after the Civil War. A lot of these brass instruments that was played during the war was left over, and this is how you get jazz. It's the mix of this is how you get this old New Orleans twang of music mixed with ragtime. That's how you get jazz.
That's right.
Became blues. So don't let these people hit you with the bullshit. That is all malarkey. Don't let these people come over here with their tether stress, with their evading stress. You can't tell me what have been built and what we need to do when you have deliberately left your family in your homeland to come to mine. I don't want to hear no advice from you, sir. Only advice I need to hear is how the fuck do I run? And I'm not running nowhere, so I don't need your advice.
That's right.
I don't need your fucking advice. You understand me? And this is things that we gotta highlight. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. That's for anybody that want to pop on and get into this dialogue. I would love to get into the dialogue. If anybody have any opposition or anything, you're more than welcome to hit the link. Like I said, there's overwhelming a lot of things as part of our culture that you probably just didn't know. Like I said, the classification that we call plant life, the categorizing of plant life. The reason you got a plant, a bush, a weed, a tree, a flower, a veg, the reason you know the difference between these is because Aboriginal people took the time to give you the classification and put things in certain categories so you will know the difference. Your ancestors did this. How can a group of people tell you about how to classify a plant and organic life species when these people are struggling to even grow these species of plants?
That's right.
They don't even have irrigation. How can they teach me about anything? How can they teach us about culturally advancements when they haven't even advanced culturally? Nowhere in America would you go in a hut. Nowhere in America would you find a nigga in a hut. You won't find a nigga with no mud all over. Well, you might find some bums out here, but that's needless to say. Even our bums live better than that. Yeah, I seen bums set up 2-story goddamn boxes, cardboard box. You ever seen a 2-story cardboard box? Yeah, these bums get elaborate out here. They niggas, they get very complex. See, this is things as part of our culture that you naturally do as an engineer, which is fixing something to be able to equip something to help advance what you're dealing with. Your ancestors was ancient engineers.
That's right.
We got the brother I Am on the panel. Peace to you, I Am. I ain't seen you in a minute. I Am, you with us, brother? You might have to unmute yourself if you're speaking.
Yeah, peace, man.
Peace and blessings. You got a question or a statement?
Yeah.
No problem. Get it in. Shoot your shot, brother. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis in the chat. I also ask you guys to hit the like button and to thumb up the video. Support the channel, you guys. Support the channel.
Hey, AP, man.
What's going on, big brother?
Hey, man, you helping me out, man. But what it is, I've been at war, man. The Israelite ideology keep trying to bring me back into that realm. It's been, it's been a fight, man. And so they keep trying to tell me that you're lying and all this, and just you twisting information and history and stuff like that. So, but I just want to appreciate y'all,
Listen,
man.
That's why it's not good. Don't believe what none of them people say, and don't believe what I say. Just take my sources, cross-reference it, and see if you come to the same conclusion.
That's right.
I'm willing to stand on my information, or any of these other people willing to in a debate format.
Well, he said he was on. I think it was Battle Axe. He said he was on. I think a couple of days ago with y'all.
Yeah, Battle Axe. He had a good conversation with one of the brothers on here. I let him go back and forth. I didn't really indulge in on the conversation. It was a good conversation, mostly Bible based. I'm not here to debate religion or beliefs. You understand? So I want to deal with the fact.
I'm asking you. I don't ever come on here teaching you guys the Bible. I come on here asking you guys questions about your ideology. I don't teach the Bible to y'all.
Yeah, you do.
Y'all can stop trying to make up that narrative, because I don't come over here teaching you guys.
You most certainly do teach the Bible, sir.
No,
we're not going to play these games like you don't come over here teaching Bible lessons. Never. Now, whether you challenging the some of the people on the panel, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
but you still teach the Bible. So
hold on. But let me say this too. Since
shame.
Because look, AP and matter AP, look, I agree with you. It's like, okay, everybody's coming over here to America. If everybody else's country is so great, like Mexico and like these other places, Africa, why are you coming over here to America if it's so great and you the original people who created math and science, and you don't need blacks and Negroes or Aboriginals? Why are you come? So yeah, I mean you
Can I
you
give
you
a crack
spark
at the
That's
question?
right.
you
Can I give a
sparking
crack
a lot of
at
you
the
sparking
question?
a lot of good questions
Can I give a
inside
crack?
the soul of man, AP
Hold
man.
on, one at a time. Somebody got to show some discipline. Somebody's talking. Somebody's still talking over there. Who is that? Well,
That
you
was
got two
Battle
people on
Axe.
there. Go
That's
ahead, bro.
right.
I can't hear what you're saying. I am.
Okay,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
what I'm saying is, AP, you helping me develop a lot of questions that I never asked before, because yes,
Absolutely.
a lot of people do come over here in America. They mimicking Negroes, right? They running from their country. But if it's so good in their country, why you coming to America? So yes, these are good questions that at one time I never even asked myself, you know. And the Israelites, they always talking about we from the east, we from the east, we from Africa, we from the Middle East, or whatever. But it's none of them are really, not that many is going back there. And the ones they have, they went back there like about 30, 40 years ago. And then a lot of them been, I think, then came back and left and came back to America, or was either put out. So if Negroes, if all these countries are so better than America where we live, right? Then yeah, then why are you coming here?
Can I answer that question?
And
The
I'm
answer to
saying,
that question is because these people, they come over here because the dollar is actually higher. The dollar actually quadruples to where they're at, and they come over here and they make that dollar off of
What
extorting
is the dollar backed
by
off of?
extorting black folks, by building up businesses in our neighborhoods and building and selling us goods, because they know, everybody knows that there's a whole people group over here that is a consuming and dependent class of people. And that's why they come over here and give these people all these immigrant extras when they become legal immigrants, is so they can actually set up businesses and rule over black people. That is the business. That's the way the
No, no,
world
no,
has
no,
been
no,
running ever
no.
since slavery. It's to come to the Americas, rule over some black
Let me
people,
build
and
with
you can
you.
become rich in your
Let me
nation.
let me build
Because
with you.
one thing that you guys don't actually, you guys don't ever mention is
I'm gonna
that
say,
these people is
but hey,
taking
better
this
act,
I'm
he
money
said he
gonna
and
say,
want
they're
to
sending
he
it
said he
back.
want to
hold on,
build
bro.
with
You
you.
have to calm down, bro. We can have a dialogue. You do too
He
much
said he want to build
talking
with you better.
without no discipline. I don't know if your mic not working, you don't hear people speaking, or you just do it deliberately. I don't know,
No, I was
but
in the middle of me still talking.
yeah,
I
but
was
you
in
go
the
on this
middle
long,
of
you
talking.
gonna have a dialogue about some shit. Just like
I
you
am
know,
gonna. I was
yeah,
almost done, but I wasn't done yet. Just like Ten Commandments was able to kind of, say what he had to say, and you didn't interrupt him until he was finished. I want to be able to do the same.
yeah, he keep it real short and sweet too,
No,
bro.
it
But
wasn't
I
short.
didn't mean to cut you.
He was
I didn't
actually
mean to cut you.
repetitive also.
I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. I want to give you the same opportunity I give everybody on this panel. So I don't
Right.
want to be biased towards you, brother.
So just like how you guys doing, you guys ain't never mentioning how these people they stay sending their money back to their country though. So they're
Right.
not just coming over
Let me
here.
get to this dialogue.
They're not
So
just
now,
coming over here just to live here. They're coming
that's
over here to
actually
build up their own country.
that's actually true that these people come over here for the dollar right now. Now, what we want to talk about is historically. People have been coming over here historically. You know what I mean? Since for a while, and it wasn't just because of the dollar. It was based off of resources, food, clothing, and shelter. So we know if America has the vast majority of the resources that the world needs to sustain, right, to eat, live, to sustain yourself, then that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about this new confound system that we call United States that allow people over here. We know that's a bogus plan. We know they're dealing with consumership. This is capitalism system. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about historically. So I'm inclined to agree with you on that part right now. That's what they're coming over here for.
Well,
But needless,
historically, it was the
but
same thing.
need,
It was slavery. It was
Okay, but hold on,
slavery.
but take it.
but needless to say, the reason people are able to build in this economy and what's going on in America was based off of what we built already. It was just it. We see the switch out. We see the takeover. We see the stealing of what's going on. This cultural practices that we call America culture was already be around before any European came here. It just had
Like
been
what?
coined and promoted around.
Like
So
what?
this is what I want to highlight. You see what I'm saying? That's all we want to highlight. They coming over here using and inflict and talking about where is our culture when you come to America and when you use American culture, that's our culture, right?
Like what? What is American culture that
You
pre-exists?
name something that's coined as American culture. Name
No,
something.
you need to tell me. You trying to have me
Everything. I'm
prove a
saying
nigga
everything. You saying what? I say you name something that you don't think it is. I'm saying
I named something.
everything.
I named something. Tennis
I
shoes.
can't prove a negative. You need to prove the affirmative. You made the statement. So I'm
No,
asking you, like,
I'm
what?
saying everything. So if you don't got nothing
So
that you
then give
want
me
to point out
one.
as a difference, then you don't got no answer. Then
If you
if you
have
don't
that
got no,
many, then
if
give
you
me
ain't point
one.
out something that's not our culture, don't ask what is our culture.
What is
Everything,
it? You're trying to
everything,
make me prove the negative by saying that, though. I'm asking you to prove the
everything.
affirmative.
So since I said everything, prove me wrong.
Then
All
you
right
got to
then.
give me one.
All
You got
right
to tell me
then.
one
All
specific.
right then. If you ain't gonna prove me wrong, hush. Stop asking me to prove it because I done went through a whole
It's
list of
simple.
what
It's
our
simple.
culture
Battle
is.
X.
I done
So
went
this
into
is
a
how you
whole
do your
list of what our
scholastic.
culture
No,
is.
Battle X.
Brother
It's
said
simple. He
shoes.
simply said, "Look, he just saying name one. Like you can name a refrigerator, tennis shoes,
Man, we
basketball,
can
whatever."
not just refrigerator. We're talking about shit going back thousands of years ago.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
trying
saying?
to say. I'm trying to get him to mention the things that goes back thousands of years ago because I don't know which went back thousands of years ago. So if you can actually be affirmative and actually state something specific, we can build on it.
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. It's not. What I'm about to name is a few things, right? Masonry, metallurgy, sports. These are
Metallurgy.
yeah.
Where
This
is
is
the
just
metal artifacts that's found here? Where?
no
Can you
problem,
show
no
us one?
problem, sir. No problem,
Can
sir.
you show me the swords?
No problem,
Can you
sir.
show me
When
a
you
metal sword or a
if you
metal
ask
helmet?
for a question, if you ask for a question, you gotta hush to get the
I'm
answer.
asking, can you show me a metal sword or a metal helmet?
Yes, sir. We got all this metal shit all the way here. When you got the crown and the axe fountain corral soupe. You
So you
have the
show me a
you
metal sword?
yeah, it was an axe. It's not a
No,
sword,
a
it's an axe.
sword.
It's
A
an
Shut your
axe.
sword.
shut your sissy ass up.
All
You
tools.
also
We're
you
talking about
also
a
have
sword.
you also have copper. You also have illustrations of some of the people here depicted by foreigners of these people having these gold tipped spears, these spears made of metal,
But these are illustrations.
these
I'm saying, where
clothing
are
made
the
of metal.
artifacts?
Listen, I'm not here to argue with you. All you got to do is disprove that we wasn't the first people in the world. All you got to do is disprove that the scientists, the experts said that we was the first metallurgers in the world. Are
I
you now?
do that
If
to
you
you
ain't got
because
nothing, if you
there
ain't
is
got
no
nothing,
found over
if,
here.
if you don't have nothing to debunk that, this is what the experts say. We're listening to someone who's not an expert at archaeology, metallurgy, anthropology, or anything. I'm telling you what the experts say, and you telling me what somebody who don't have a clue
I'm
what any
telling
of
you
this
that
shit
the
is.
experts are saying that they
That's
don't have
right.
any of these metal artifacts. There isn't anything over here that shows that these people went through the Bronze Age. That's what
Are you crazy? Listen,
they prove.
listen. Scientists can't make a claim that someone is the first people to do metallurgy and they don't have the proof.
Then you
Are you
can't say
serious?
the same
That's
thing either.
right.
Then you can't say that either.
I'm not saying that. I'm only speaking
You
about
said
what we
the first
do.
ones to do it, and you said scientists can't even prove it. So how the fuck can
No,
you?
no,
Shut
no,
your
no, no,
sissy
no,
ass
no,
up.
no, 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 no. That ain't what I said. I said if science don't have proof, right? How can they say someone is the first to do metallurgy?
How can you
Obviously,
say
they
some? How
have the
can you say
proof.
we're the first
Hold
ones to
on.
do
See,
metallurgy?
why you still talking while I'm talking?
How
Damn.
can you do that
Hold
though?
on, I'm still talking. You don't want nobody cutting you off, but you still
Better as better as
say a word.
better as why you not letting them just explain what
Every
he's
time
trying
I
to tell
say
you.
a word, this nigga got something to say. Hush your mouth, Hebrew. Show discipline.
Shut your sissy ass up.
God damn.
Ones over here fucking condoning homosexuality.
You
I don't know
still
why.
talking. You still
You was
talking.
talking.
You still talking. You
No,
listen.
but look,
Your Bible
the
teaches
thing.
homosexuality, boy.
Your weak ass.
Y'all
Hey
support
man,
homosexuality over here, man. Just
Your
get it.
Bible support homosexuality, boy.
Prove it.
That's right.
Prove it.
okay,
I
well we
already
gonna
did.
so we're
I
not gonna
already
talk about the
showed you.
metal. Are
I
we gonna talk
already
about the
showed you.
metal?
I
Are we gonna
already
talk about the
showed you
metal
He
or
already
David
showed
and
that
I
any
homosexuality?
already
metal was
showed you
found over here.
David
He
and
can't
Jonathan
lie.
kissing. I already showed you David and Jonathan getting butt naked and kissing in front of each other. I
That's
showed you
right.
this already. We just did this last week, bro.
Let's
You
do
made an
the
excuse.
talk.
You made
Let's
it.
do
You
the
made
metal
an
talk.
excuse. You made an excuse on why y'all practice and promote
Okay,
gay shit.
but take this on AP. I got something better than that. Look, in the modern day time, the church, the
And this
Christianity,
nigga deflected. Listen,
do
hold on. This
condone,
nigga,
do
hold on,
homosexuality.
brother, hold on. This nigga deflect the whole fact that scientists says that the people in America are the first to do metal urgers. He ain't gonna give you no scientist that
says that.
Shame.
Prove that, because then they don't say.
He said what scientist
no
says that?
artifacts that prove that these people went through the Bronze Age. That's what they said.
Hold
They said,
on,
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro.
right now, but listen, anybody that knows that got the American Indian Encyclopedia, 15,000 years of invention and innovation, can simply go to the M's, is ABC order. You can find metallurgy, and you can go to the list of references and sources that's credited to that. Okay,
That's right.
where is the artifacts? Where is
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro. Every last one of you nutbag niggas. Y'all some stupid niggas.
You're using a lot of speculation, but you can't prove that there's actually
this is no speculation,
colonial
sir.
conquest. You can't prove
Hey,
that.
how about this? How about this now? How about this? I'll do you one better. Do you want to debate this topic?
No, I just need you to just show me.
Okay, well, shut up then.
What are you talking about? I don't need to set up a debate. All you got to do is
You
just
want to
prove
debate? You always talk about what we don't do, what we got to prove. How about you debate and I smoke your ass and you get the fuck on, and then you sit down and listen? How about
why don't you just prove that shit? Just like,
oh, I'm not here to prove anything. I'm here to educate my people that already got the sources. This shit that you don't know, your ass in slow class. I'm not here to teach remedial. I'm not a handicapped teacher.
Show us then. Show us one picture. Show us
your weak ass
American sword that's not made with obsidian. Prove it.
Bro, obsidian is not a metal, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So show me a sword that the Native Americans used that wasn't made out of obsidian.
Listen, I'm not screen sharing right now, so I don't know what.
That's because you're a fucking liar, man.
I'm not
lying.
Bro,
you so goddamn stupid.
He's stupid as hell. Everybody in the chat already know this. Listen,
I ain't never seen a platform that's fucking afraid.
How about this? How about this?
Check this out. AP, this is what I'm saying.
How about this? Do you listen? If I'm a liar, how about you put up $500? I put up $5, and we can debate this. And if I'm a liar, like you say I am, then you can walk away with the 500. I cash out your man. I am the money right now. If you're gonna cash out, we can debate this.
What are you trying to get these indecent proposals? Share the fucking screen.
I'm not on my computer right now.
You don't got nobody on your platform that can help you out?
That's right.
No, I don't. Unless you want to help me out.
You're a fucking liar, man.
Hold on.
You're a liar.
Hold on. Watch this. Do you got your computer?
I got my computer right over here, nigga. I can get on
mine.
mine.
Well, listen, I'm about to put the book in the back, okay? Hold on. I'm about to put the book in the back, and I want you to go to it, and I want you to read it out loud, okay? That's what we're going to do today.
No, you do it.
Shut your sissy ass up, your weak ass. Shut your sissy ass up.
I'm about to have you read for the class today.
You got your boys telling them to pull that shit up.
Oh, you on the panel. Ain't nobody on here to help. Are you, hold on.
That's right.
Hold on. Battle Axe. Are you willing to help me prove you the fact? Are you going to let me
have your dudes do it?
I thought this was about education.
Why can't you just pull up? You can't pull. You can't. So
hey, y'all see, he don't want to use his computer to pull it up, right?
Are you just saying that you can't pull it up?
I said I can't. I'm not on a computer. You are though, so you can help.
That's right.
Pull this up.
Oh, you don't want to help me, sure.
Any of your friends here that can help you pull this up? I'm sure.
No, I just told you nobody's on the panel. Just me, you, my DJ, and I am the brother. I am, brother.
That's right.
You the only person on this panel that says they have a computer that's willing to screen share. Are you willing to screen share my source in front of the people? And I will read it if you don't want to read it, sir. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this thing loaded
it took you that long to get the answer out, yeah, because you don't want to see the answer. School, you got your computer?
I'm about to be on there in just a second. I heard you. That's why I tapped in.
Yeah, I just need you to pull up the American Indian Encyclopedia. We're gonna go to metallurgy. We're gonna read that, and we're gonna get into the sources.
No. I didn't ask you for somebody's commentary. I asked.
No. Actually, I might have it in my. I might have a PDF already in my email. Stand down.
Ask you, can you show any artifacts? Not any. I don't want to hear nobody's narrative. I want
artifact to what? What are we talking about?
I want to see metal swords.
You want to see metal
or metal spear tips. It's found in the Americas.
Why do it have to be a spirit tip? Why can't it be any kind of metal used?
Because this would prove that these people was actually utilizing metal as an advancement.
Hold on. So
You don't know nothing about the copper mines in Wisconsin and Michigan?
So making a spear is the only way to show significance of metallurgy is about making a weapon.
But
what you saying, sir?
That would be a common.
I'm saying is there other ways to prove that besides showing you a spear or a knife, sir?
Or a metal sword?
What about agriculture? What about agriculture?
Does it have to be a sword, sir?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Metal weaponry.
Do it have to be weaponry?
No.
Yes, that would be. Yeah, that would be. That's what I asked for. I asked for a sword.
I know that I'm not asking you what you asked me for. I'm asking you what significantly shows that metallurgy was in use. It's not linked to significantly showing you weapons. So stop trying to push a narrative battle. That's why you don't want to debate me, because you suck. Your information sucks.
For a sword.
That's right.
You supposed to be. I thought you was a good debater. Blue, got the Blue 40. I thought you said this nigga debate. This nigga suck. He's scared to stand on his business.
That's right.
Hey, listen, man, I'm not here.
Hey, I am. I thought this was your tutor. I thought he wanted to stand on the debate. This guy sucked.
Well,
I thought this.
I think
this was your mentor. He sucked. You need to get a better mentor, G. I will always stand on the information I teach.
Well, no. You my new mentor. You my new mentor. But
this nigga Battle Axe be your mentor. He ain't stand on
Battle Axe. He's an Israelite mentor. I want to be. I like the Aboriginal perspective better than the Israelites perspective.
That's right.
Because I don't see loads of black people trying to go to Africa and build anything.
Not a coincidence. That's absolutely right. Even no matter he don't want to hear the literature though. Not a coincidence. He wants to see it. I'm not able to screen share. I could have given him all the names and knives and tools that we made thousands of years ago, being the first metallurgist. He want to see it. I'm not able to screen share, so he's gonna have to do that.
That's right.
It's nothing, man. We can show you so much metallurgy here in America, it'll make your head spin. That's like one of the least likely things to prove. That's weak as hell. That's a stalemate argument. I know you don't want to debate it because
they only had copper and gold. They only had metals. They didn't have.
It wasn't just copper and gold here. It wasn't just copper and gold here. It wasn't just copper and gold here, sir. It wasn't just copper and gold here, sir.
That's right.
Any hard metal that can make an edge, man. They didn't have any iron. They didn't have any bronze at all.
The tool work that they use for polygram masonry is so complex that you can't even stick a razor blade through it right now, and it wasn't used with Abyssinian. So
a lot of countries got
that's right.
Same structural fucking buildings also, man. That's not something that is only in America. That's all over the place.
Bro, we're not talking about what's all over the place. People all over the place ain't
all over the place, though.
People all over the place ain't doing metallurgy with it.
They say that same thing about the fucking the Roman forts that they find over there near Egypt. They say the same thing about the Egyptian pyramids. They say the same thing about the pyramids in China. They say the same thing about all those fucking structures. That doesn't prove that you guys was actually dealing with.
No, they don't, sir. Stop lying.
Yes, they do. They say that about the Wailing Wall. They say that about the pyramids of Giza.
That's your projection, sir.
They say that about the Wailing Wall. They say that about the pyramids.
Shut your sissy ass up.
Right.
Stop doing that shit, man.
Yeah, you know that's real.
For real, stop doing that shit.
Shit up, man. You talking a bunch of bullshit right now. Don't nobody want to hear that, nigga. What's your point?
Stop calling a grown ass man a sissy, man. Come on, grow up, man.
Well, stop telling a grown man.
I'm just telling you, grow up, man. Show some maturity. Like, look,
you gotta stop crying like a little baby. Then I'm gonna call you a little baby, little boy. Why you whining?
Clown ass nigga.
Why you over here whining? What's your point?
No, you just goofy as fuck. You're a goofy nigga.
What's your point?
That's why you sound.
I think he wants you to. I think he wants you to show him some artifacts of some metal swords.
Show me some swords. Show me.
I'm not on my computer. Listen. Hold on.
Show me some fucking steel armor.
I don't know if you slow or you just slow. I'm not on my computer.
Tell your homeboy he just got on for that.
Well, he's
Listen,
not.
but
Well,
AP,
he
if you
jumped
don't
off.
show him,
I'm waiting on him to come
if you
back
don't
on
show
right now.
him, he's gonna think that he won the argument and that you're a liar, man. Please show this man.
Tribe,
Bro,
I'm gonna
listen,
put the link in the
he
chat.
can simply go look it up. All he gotta do
I
is
don't have to look it
I
up.
know.
It's a fact. You guys did not. Native Americans did not have any
I'm not a Native
copper,
American.
and they did not
I'm
have
not a Native
any.
American, you Israelian.
None of these people over here. No, it's not found
I'm
in the
not a Native
Americas. Period.
American, you
Copper ain't
Israelian.
found here.
Chill out, Israelian. I'm not a Native American.
Bro, they
Israelian.
got copper mines in Wisconsin and Michigan, bro.
I mean,
That's right.
I mean, bronze. My bad. Bronze and steel is not found nowhere in the Americas.
Hey, well, steel ain't found nowhere on Earth.
It's found everywhere, actually.
Where do it come from? It come from Earth?
Well, where steel come from? Where's the ore where people are mining steel? Tell me about it.
Where that come from?
Watch this.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Shut the fuck up. You just said I'm lying.
AP, if you do not show or your partner don't show, he's gonna think that everybody's listening to him.
I don't give a fuck what he think. If he wants to debate, we can get that smoke. Till then, he's just talking. He don't change.
I think y'all two need to debate, man. I think y'all two.
He don't dictate what goes on this panel. This nigga's a short. This nigga's
That's right.
Hey, are you familiar with the Roman sword they found on Oak Cliff?
It says right here.
In Canada,
it says right here. It says
Columbus by 1,000 years.
Check it out. It says right here. It says metalworking in the Middle East during the 13th century BC. That was 1,300 years before Christ.
Where are you reading from? Where are you reading from? Screen share. Hold on. Screen share, sir. Screen share. Let me see what you're reading from.
That's right.
We don't want to hear your stupid ass read. We want to see it.
I'm gonna read it, man. You better shut your bitch ass up.
Nah, we don't want to see your stupid ass read. We want to see it like you.
Nigga, I'm gonna read this.
That's right.
Cause you can't even do that.
Show us? Are you gonna show us?
Hold on.
Yeah. Until you show us, shut the fuck up. We don't want
Shut your sissy ass up.
Fuck is you talking about? You one of the weakest Hebrews ever.
You stupid ass.
Your weak ass.
You niggas suck. That's what's wrong with you Hebrews. You niggas need to stop dick washing Jesus. That's what's wrong with you. Oh, that's right. On baby dicks, reading that David and Jonathan story.
That's somebody that's mad because you got busted out. You're a liar.
Bro, you so goddamn stupid.
Your name Battle Axe, bro. Your name Battle Axe. Talking about show you a sword. Boy, ain't nobody showing you no sword fighting, boy. We got axes over here, son. We got copper axes, son.
Inventors of metallurgy. Metallurgy, or however the hell you say that word.
Now, where metallurgy was going down in Israel at, nigga? Fuck is you talking about?
That's right.
1300 BC.
Show me. Show me. Pull it up.
Hey, first off, Israel over there didn't even exist 1300 BC.
Right, that's how I know.
Tell me something.
It didn't have to be Israel, but there were still people in the Middle East that had.
It wasn't your motherfucking people, nigga. It wasn't your people.
It's still
show me that was your people. Show me that was your people. You ain't got nobody living in that motherfucking area. Never lived. You know what I'm saying?
No, but listen,
so stop talking about them.
There's a lot of people over there in the Middle East that had these things, and
somebody else's culture.
And these people don't. They don't deny the existence of Israelites.
What you a Persian? You Persian or something?
Boy, tapping yourself to somebody else's culture, some Israeli culture. Boy, you ain't even got an Israeli in your family. Sit your
That's right. Your weak ass.
You don't even realize you live in an oxymoron life, bro. You're a walking contradiction. You want to be somewhere else. You from America. Accept that you're from America. Your mama from America. Your daddy from America. Your grandma from America. Her people from America. And everybody before them is from America. You need to accept that shit. We the only people calling ourselves some goddamn African American.
What's your favorite Israeli dish? What's your favorite Israeli food dish, nigga?
Hey, you need to put the link out there.
About your culture. Shut the hell up.
Hey, you need to put the link out there.
And what link?
Put the link so I can get on the fucking thing.
Oh no, all you gotta do is screen share, bro. I'll pull it up.
I'm on my phone, but I have a computer right here.
Oh, okay. It's in the chat. I got you. It's in the chat, big bro. It's all good, Battle X. It's all love, man. I ain't got no hatred towards you, G.
Man, you guys is liars. You
just come on with that type of energy, man. You be coming on. You come on, hey, Battle X. You be coming on here lying and shit.
I ain't never
you
lied.
want to keep it real, G.
Tell me
like, damn.
Tell me the lie.
sitting here lying, talking about Aboriginals ain't deal with metallurgy. Are you crazy?
Y'all ain't made no.
Then you start moving the goalpost saying, well, y'all ain't got steel. And you ain't even tell me who the fuck mining steel in the world right now. Who the fuck mines steel anywhere? You still ain't said that. You talking about hold on. You said hold on, and you came back talking shit. You ain't never say, oh, well, this is where they mining steel at. This is where you can go see raw ore of steel at. Nigga, because you lying. You made it up. Just tell the people
so goddamn stupid and dumb,
bro. Mine steel right now. Tell the people right now that you lied.
That's right.
Lied about what? I didn't lie about shit, man.
Shut your sissy ass
up.
Are
they mining steel at?
Everywhere.
Where's the largest steel mining place at?
One of them is in America. Another one is in the Middle East.
Ain't that interesting?
Ain't that
I'm rolling on the motherfucking floor laughing my motherfucking.
They mine steel everywhere now. It wasn't that
you're about to stumble.
It wasn't that no other country has the material.
Steel doesn't naturally occur in the earth.
It's that
right. Steel ain't even a natural. Steel ain't even a natural metal. That's how I know he's lying. I just asked him questions to see how he gonna answer him. He's lying, bro. You can't mine steel. You gotta make steel. It's not something.
He must be standing under
raw ore.
It's not
you
about.
Sit here and lie to these people. That's why I'm saying
I said it's not about if you had the material. Every nation has the material. Every continent has the material to be able to make steel. It's the technology is what people lacked that made it to where they didn't have it.
I'm rolling on the motherfucking floor laughing my motherfucking ass off.
Over here, they did not have
dead
that
ass.
technology.
All right, so let me ask you something. As we learn about all these black inventors that created the first this and first that helped boom our economy and the rest of the world, and you're gonna tell us that black people don't have no culture or we don't invent nothing? My nigga, copper is a metal.
When did I say
what is your point?
Hold on, we got to let Metal X on.
What is your point?
When did I say that? I never said that though. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I never said that.
You came on here with the whole, you ain't even trying to build for one thing, but you came over here, you asked, what is our culture? Then you say, what metal comes from America? You start talking about bronze, nigga, we got copper.
I didn't ask you what metal.
That's right.
I didn't ask
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said, what is your culture?
I said, where is the metal weaponry?
No. We was talking about culture. I said America. I said everything that's you call American
utilizing these things in their day-to-day life.
You're lying. Once again, you're lying again. We were talking about culture, and we was talking about American culture, Aboriginal culture. You said, "Where's your culture?" What is
right?
The word culture.
So stop lying again, Battle Axe. That's like your third lie in a row.
I'm not on here trying to ask you about your fucking culture, man. I know you ain't got no fucking culture.
That's your third time. Hold on. That's your third time lying, Battle Axe. Everybody heard you asked about culture when you came on here. Stop lying, bro. Seriously. Even your man's. Hold on. I am. Tell the truth. I am. Did he not just ask about culture?
The weaponry, and I see somebody.
Hold on. Mute up. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to I am. Tell the truth, G. Keep it 1,000, G. Don't be a liar. Like
who gives a fuck what I am gotta say?
Look, check this out, man. Look, I learned from y'all both, but Battle X, man.
Your mentor talking shit to you like this.
No, check this out. Check this out, AP.
This nigga ain't shit either.
No, see, look at this. Watch this.
He says you ain't shit neither, cuz.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to that. He gets upset when I say the Israelites is a man.
No, I'm just telling you the truth. He ain't shit. I don't know why you going to him as a reference. That nigga ain't shit.
Hey, now because he was on here listening. Now, did he not say that or not? Tell the truth.
I'm the one told Battle Axe to come on today. All right. First of all, right. I called him up. I say, man, hey, the AP is on, and they teaching stuff that's contrary to what you're saying. But he was talking about culture and he wanted you to prove that metal that they was using forming things, making metal and Fords and stuff like that. So, but the thing is this, man. Look, I don't see black people running to Africa.
Hold on. Why did we start talking about metallurgy? Because he said name some cultural things that we did that's still been done today, right? Did he say that?
That's right.
Right. So he asked about culture. Hold on. And out of them, I named 3 things. I named 3
It's
things,
okay to
bro.
ask me though what I said too.
Hold
Though. You know
on,
that,
bro, I'm
right?
talking. Shut the fuck up,
It's
nigga.
okay
I'm
to
talking.
instead of asking the
Like,
next
damn,
thing,
you
you can ask me.
still, nigga, sit your stupid ass in the back then. You ain't like, damn, you a childish ass, stupid ass Hebrew. Chill. You
Well,
feel
what it
me?
is, he thinks the Bible is superior to any information that you ever gonna put out, man. It's like he's been that narrative got black people's minds, man. I mean, excuse me, Aboriginals' minds to the point where when you come to with more rational thinking and more logical thinking and more mathematical, consistent thinking, they still just reject it for some reason. I have a hard time rejecting that which makes sense.
Yeah, motherfucking battle thumpers coming on here telling me what's our culture. Nigga, you a liar. He done lied
That's
3
right.
times, and then he want motherfuckers to show him. But when we ask him a question, he say I don't know, and then he come back. Give me a second, and he ain't show shit. Shut your stupid ass.
Matter of fact,
That's right.
prove this to me. What culture in the world is bigger than black culture?
That's right.
In America, what culture outside of black Americans? What culture has the most effect across the world globally? You tell me that.
Tribe.
There is. I don't think it's any, but I could be wrong. But that's my opinion.
Are you swimming with sharks over here, brother?
So
Man,
now, like I said,
I'm done with the Israelite paradigm. For first of all, they're hypocrites. They're constantly lying,
That's right.
saying Jesus or God gonna come save them out of their dilemma that they in, and that's a lie.
That's right.
What if that? But how you gonna say that that's a lie when like nobody is sitting around here trying to teach you to do anything based off of that?
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro.
That's just
Every last one of you nutbag niggas.
something that they are hoping to happen, but there's a whole lot more to it, and they're not lying. When they say that they believe that they are the Israelites, the chosen people of that Bible, of that document, based off of the history
that's a
that everybody
goddamn
already
lie.
knows
That's
about.
what it is.
There is
It's
no
a
lie there.
goddamn lie.
You know, like the history
It's a
was
fucking
taught.
lie.
This
It's a
was the
lie.
history. The history was there was a
Ain't no
transatlantic
history.
slave.
Nobody historically called themselves Hebrews or
It
Israelites.
don't matter. That's neither here nor there.
So that's some
That's right.
bullshit. That culture
According
and
to the
don't even
document though
exist.
that they got,
That
and
culture
according to
don't
the
even
history
exist.
that they received,
Y'all don't
they
even
make the
have no
connection.
exclusively culture. That's bullshit. It's a lie.
Hold on,
Yeah,
but
Israelites,
based off
the
of the
Israelites are
information.
lying. The Israelites are lying. I'm not
It's a
saying
lie.
I'm
Wait a
not
minute,
saying they
though.
all
But
know.
based off the
I'm not.
document that's in the Bible and based off the information that they received in their educational institutions, they're not lying. They could be
Hey, can I
mistaken.
read some?
Okay, you know what?
Hey, can y'all
Okay,
let
that's
me
okay.
on?
Okay, if they
Hey, can
mistaken.
Let's
I
say
add on?
Israel is
Can I add
real.
on?
Hold
Can I
on,
add
hold
on?
on. Go ahead, House School. You got the flow.
But what you doing over here, you just bold-faced lying.
Hold on, nigga. I said hold on. Nobody want to hear your lying ass. We got Hawk
That's
School on
right.
Let me get from down here with this air blown. Check this out. Metallurgy in pre-Columbian America is the extraction, purification, and alloying of metals and metal crafting by indigenous people of the Americas prior to European contact in the late 15th century. Indigenous Americans have been using native metals from ancient times, with recent finds of gold artifacts in the Andean region dated 2155 to 1936 BCE, and North American copper finds dated to approximately 5000 BCE. The metal would have been found in nature without need for smelting and shaped into the desired form using hot and cold hammering without chemical alteration or alloying. To date, no one has found evidence that points the use of melting, smelting, and casting in prehistoric Eastern North America and South America. Maybe that's where you're getting the confusion. However, indigenous South Americans had full metallurgy with smelting and various metals being purposely alloyed. Metallurgy in Mesoamerica and Western Mexico may have developed following the contact with South America through Ecuadorian marine traders. Sound like some Morse. They got this Sikin Tumi or ceremonial knife of Peru, 850 to 1500 CE. They got a bronze axe
in the back.
money from Mexico at the prehistory museum of Valencia. So that's where you want to go to get your bronze axe.
So
you're on
Not a
Wikipedia. That's
coincidence. And not a coincidence.
no,
You
no.
want to add on to that too. What did you want to add on?
If somebody got a computer, I got a source in the back where that knife that he mentioned is a picture of it in the back if somebody could pull it up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Acting like he can't do a simple Google search
Tried to
and
I don't know
run.
find
why
it.
is he
Same thing
doing
about
that.
the
But
teacher
yo,
on
if somebody
handicap
can
work.
pull it up,
So,
I
like I
think they
said,
should show it.
I teach,
I think he
but
should
I don't
show it.
teach handicap. You understand me? Sorry, wrong class, nigga.
Nah, let's get that.
The knife is in the back chat. You could look at it
Back
yourself if
chat.
anybody can look at it.
Go do your homework.
No,
I
I
put
need
it
you to
up there
share my
just for that.
screen.
Now,
Yeah, you ain't studied your string. You ain't
once he
studied. You,
find that, what's the point? I want to know what's the point though.
No,
Once
hold
he
on.
find that,
I need you to share my screen.
The point is
you
It
he's
gotta
wasn't
wrong.
no
you
point. He
gotta go
just thought he
down
could
and hit
come
share
with the help.
screen, bro.
All right.
I'm saying, by the way, so once you find that, if you find that, what's the point?
Hold on.
Hold on,
Hey,
DJ Cuddy got it pulled up. DJ
I
Cuddy
got you.
got it pulled
They
up.
go. It's
Let's
right
see.
there.
Oh, you thought we was play pimping?
I put it in the back chat.
DJ Cuddy, you got it, DJ. Y'all let me know when you get
It's
on the
made from
screen.
gold and silver.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
knife
trying to.
from
I'm
Peru.
trying
Then
to
they
get it
got
right
the
now.
axe. They got the bronze axe because he said wasn't no bronze or no metal work, but we just
Hold on. Before you
That's
get it.
right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Can y'all see my screen?
No, we don't see your screen, but can you see the screen though? Because we got the knife on the screen. Your
Yeah.
screen ain't even showing right now. You ain't
Yeah,
even
but
That's
screen.
right.
I'm about to finish the rest of that though. Hold on.
This motherfucker full on here today.
Thing is really slow.
Ab, just let me know when you need something shared.
I got you, OG.
Put it in the back. I got you.
Do any other people on the field trip needs any information?
Right. Did y'all pack a lunch? Cause we got go-go boxes for you niggas.
Yeah, you gotta click it, man.
Well, I'm fully convinced, AP, that the Israelites
Hey,
are
you gotta click the thing.
misleading God's
Oh, I
people.
see it. Hold on, I'm clicking it now. Gotta give me a second, dude.
Yo, AP,
You
Chief is in the
blame
back
a
as
blind
well.
man. You can't blame a blind man for stepping on your feet, man. Just move your feet.
Shit.
Israelites are the new Christians.
Hey, yo, Chief, AP.
Yes, sir.
Chief is in the back too, as well. Somewhere.
Well, Chief ain't in the goddamn back because it's full.
Well, I'm just gonna have to
Yeah, that's what he's saying. It's full. My bad.
All right, there we go. It says
Well, I'm gonna back out anyway.
two-leaded bronze artifacts found in northwestern Alaska are the first evidence.
Sounds
that
like
metal
America.
from Asia reached prehistoric North American prior to contact with Europeans, according to new Purdue University research. This is not a surprise based on oral history and other archaeological finds. And it was just a matter of time before we had a good example of Eurasian metal. What?
Oh yeah, give credit to the white man. Go ahead, give credit to the pale face. You sound like a Scooby Dooby Doo mystery god ass nigga.
Let me finish.
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro.
Did you see what it just said? What did it just say? Where did they just say they got this from? Huh?
Yeah, but what makes you think they're telling the truth on that part?
Because there's not a body. There's
That's
something
right.
They got a Peruvian knife from
there's
Europe,
something that
my
they
nigga.
call a body
It's
of evidence.
Peruvian.
There's something that the
Peruvian
archaeologists and the scientific community call a body of evidence. It has to be a body. You can't have an anomaly. That's what one of these. If you find one
anomaly,
thing,
I just told you about the bronze axe.
if you find one thing, that will be called an anomaly, like the bronze axe. If you find one dagger, it will still be called an anomaly because it's
Show me what it
not a
is.
body.
Show me
You
the
just
knife
asked
that
for
they
weapons.
found.
There's
Show
two
me what
right
they
there.
found.
You
Show
want
me
more?
What does that prove for you though?
Look, man,
What does that
I'm
do?
telling
What
you,
does that do
that
for
this
you?
came from Eurasia metal during trades. Said this is
Nah,
not a
it
surprise based
come
on
from
oral
a-
history and other archaeological finds. And it was just a matter of time before we had a good example of Eurasian metal that had been what? Traded.
Give us a primary
Said
source.
H.K. Corey, an associate professor of anthropology, who is a lot more qualified than AP. Who
So
led
what
all
is that?
of
But
that?
what does that mean for you though?
Metallurgical
Because they
analysis.
found a fucking sword in
He said
Alaska. What does
That
that
means
mean?
that what you're trying to say is actually something that they made. That's not true. It's something that they
AP
traded.
didn't ever say what I said earlier. AP didn't say nothing. The expert said this, sir.
That's right.
The expert? No, you read Wikipedia. That's not experts. That's
No,
Wikipedia.
I read an encyclopedia. No, not no Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
An encyclopedia.
Wikipedia.
Encyclopedia. Not no Wikipedia. Encyclopedia is what we was reading.
I'm reading under Purdue.edu, man. All right.
So what you read is better than what we read. That's
because this is telling you the whole thing.
Matter of fact, why don't you here goes something that you can look up yourself. Just look up the bottom pack murals and you're gonna see us with spears. Whatever the fuck you trying to find. I don't even know what your point is.
It says we believe these smelted alloys were made somewhere in Eurasia and traded to Siberia.
Book in the back.
Listen to what they're saying, how these metals that you're saying that they made over here, they're telling you how they found them and how they got over here. They say, we believe these smelted alloys were made somewhere in Eurasia and traded to Siberia and then traded across the Bering Strait to ancestral Inuit people. Also known as Thule culture in Alaska, locally available metal in parts of the Arctic, such as native metal, copper, and meteoritic and telluric iron were used by ancient Inuit people for tools and sometimes indicate status. Two of the Cape Espenberg items that were found, a bead and a buckle, are heavily leaded bronze artifacts. Both are from a house at the site dating to the late prehistoric period.
According to George Banks,
they didn't know nothing.
And Craig Morrison of Oxford University, they said that the people of, let me go back to this and read it correctly, that the people, the Indians of the Great Lakes area, the American Indians, were known to have been the first metal workers in the world 7,000 years ago, according to Susan Hazen Hammond, right?
But they don't have no skill.
This is according to the American Indian Encyclopedia, 15,000 years.
And what metal were they making?
Okay, that's good. They wasn't making metal; they was abstracting metal, right?
What metal were they making? No,
do you know? Hold on.
Make steel.
Hold on, son. Do you know what metallurgy means? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, but you still got to make steel by blending two different alloys, man. You have to blend steel. You can't just pull steel out the ground. You got to make it.
Yeah, goddamn, all kind of metal over here.
You got to use iron. You got to use iron ore, and then you got to use some other shit.
Yeah, man, all kind of shit. Precious metals too, man. We was dealing with precious metals.
And the Native Americans didn't do that. Nobody in the continent was over here doing that.
You want to hear some tools that we made out of these things? You want to hear some?
I just now proved to you on earth that these things were traded artifacts.
Iron blades. What else did we goddamn make here? What else is
I just proved to you they were metal artifacts.
No, better. You didn't prove that. I'm sorry, man.
Yes, I did.
They made axes, wedges, fish hooks, gouge, knives, pendants, drill bits, drills, and also other beads and tools and jury mechanisms was used thousands of years ago by the first people to deal with metallurgy, right? In America, in the world. That's in the Great Lakes area, G. They're the first. They didn't say nothing else. They was the first. So we don't want to hear about none of that other shit coming from anywhere else 200 years ago before the European got here. We don't want to hear about that shit.
So where is the swords? Where is the artifact? Because you guys are saying that these people were at war.
They just
Hold on, let me ask you the question. You saying that these people was at war with the Native Americans or the Indians, whatever the fuck y'all want to call them. You guys said that these people was at war. You guys are saying that these people was at war. So where is the evidence of the war weapons?
They got tons of it, bro. They got
Where
tons
is it?
of it.
Because they're all made out of obsidian and fucking rocks.
You ain't really got to go to war with somebody you can just snatch up like ain't shit, man. When you
then
look
why
at
didn't they have? Why didn't they snatch them up? Because there was a lot of them here. They're still here.
Man, listen, they was getting snatched up early when they first came.
Where is the proof of that?
A lot of them. They've been coming for a while.
Where is the proof of that?
Right here on the screen. This is a primary from the Boma Park mural. You can take your you can take your computer and Google Boma Park mural, which is a primary source from what the Inca and Maya described and depicted and wrote down themselves. Right?
Written in Latin?
No, actually you can see the images that's on the wall, brother.
The actual Nahuatl language is translated into Latin. So the Latin They was talking about it in Latin. So from Latin, translating the Latin into English. So from English to Latin to Nahuatl is what the translation is. The man that you see has been speaking of Nahuatl, sir. And
why aren't these guys wearing any type of metal? Why aren't these guys wearing any type of metal armor?
Man, he got all kind of metal on. What you think some of that
I don't
shit
see
is
anything
on, bro?
metal.
What you think some just
cloth.
plastic? Hold on, you think
leather.
that's plastic? Hold on, you
I
think that's
bones.
plastic jewelry around his
cloth,
ankle?
leather, and bones, nigga.
Hold on, you think that's plastic around his ankle, G?
Nigga, I see cloth, leather, and bones, nigga.
Where do you see bones at, nigga?
On around his chest.
Man, that's metal, G. That's
that
metal.
Ain't metal. What metal is white? What metal is white? And what is that? And what purpose would that serve?
It's gold. You know, the first place they found
called?
platinum was in the Americas.
That's metal, G. That's metal.
Where is that? Where is that? What artifact is that? And what significance would that be?
I just told you this is the Boma Park Miro, G.
No, I said what artifact is that around his neck? That's not a Miro. That's a fucking artist rendition. That was made with fucking
it's a chest plate.
ink, nigga.
It's a chest plate. It's a chest plate.
That's not a chest plate. Those are bones.
Nah,
you are lying by trying to say that's made out of metal. You just
saying that. Bones, G. Ain't no damn bones, G. Ain't no bones, G.
Everybody knows that the Native American, we know that the people groups over here utilize bones for tools.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't do anything with bones, bro. I don't know
what is you talking about, bro?
What the fuck are you talking about? You is weird.
They made weapons and tools in over here in America.
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro.
Of tools being found in the Americans made out of bones.
All right, hey, better ways. Why do you why you have such a distaste
for bones, nigga, in mounds and kept them safe, nigga? We don't walk around playing with niggas' bones around our neck. That's some old Israelite African ass shit.
They use animal bones for tools.
Hebrew ass
That's
shit,
a fact.
nigga. Don't do that shit.
Better even if the metal, say the metal situation,
these Native Americans didn't utilize bones for tools.
Okay, but better ways. If you say you can have that paradigm. Okay, we weren't dealing with metal. What that don't mean that Negroes are not from this continent, though.
That nigga said his bones.
Well, why was he getting? Then why was Negroes getting lost in slavery? Why did we get lost in slavery, but the Native Americans didn't? Why did we get lost when we tried to run away in slavery, but the Native Americans didn't?
You get lost from Israel, nigga. We didn't get lost.
I'm just saying, why was the slavery?
Nigga,
when they tried to escape, they got caught because they got lost.
Well, I don't believe in that slavery narrative like that, man.
But it's true. That's what I'm saying. You gotta actually deny academics and actually education to be able to hang on to your ideology, which proves that you might be lying.
Oh, you're projecting, bro. You're projecting.
If you have to actually disacknowledge history and science to hold on to your ideology, it's because you're probably lying.
Prove the slave shit happened. Boy, your ass lost his head.
Prove that it didn't happen.
I
can prove that it happened because it's actually in all of the fucking,
this nigga ain't never got no proof, man. This nigga suck. Hey, after the weak ass, this nigga Battle Axe is a good debater. This nigga.
Hey, P, do you got the proof of those hoodies?
Hey, man.
Do you got the proof of those hoodies?
Man, yeah, you can go to the
encyclopedia. It's in all academic. It's in all academic.
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro.
What was it made of?
Hold on, I go to it exactly. Hold on.
Slavery did exist. According to the educational system, it did. It happened.
Okay, what type of slavery though?
The chattel slavery that they conducted on kidnapped Africans from the western banks of Africa.
Somehow this nigga on some wild, crazy shit.
And you can go and look at
DJ, chill out, DJ. You biased, man.
And you can go to Africa and they say the same thing too. They actually still have the slave castles and the slave ports where they used to actually hold us before.
Hey man, you tardy to the party, man. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, you way late, bro.
That ain't no.
That's right.
Only slavery I know. Listen, better ways. When you got your parents, right? We slaved our parents because they trained us and raising us. But that's only slavery I remember.
Nobody that doesn't negate anything. Listen, historically, slavery happened. Historically, we were in it. Historically,
I don't believe that,
it happened.
That's a lie.
You was in.
But I know, but that's what I'm saying. So for you to be able to maintain and to keep your doctrine, you have to actually like disvalue and turn a blind eye to what everybody already fucking knows.
No, bro. Slavery is pertinent to your doctrine because you want to be in Egypt right now. You want to be in bondage right now. You want it all to line up for you and your little narrative.
Was slavery taught in school?
Yeah, they lied to us in school.
Nigga, home ec was taught in school.
Listen, was slavery taught in school? Yes.
Yes.
So
they liars, man. They was liars.
So what's that mean?
If slavery was taught in school,
Egyptians are white in school. Egyptians are white in school.
And Aboriginal power wasn't. What's going to carry more merit?
You sound like the police, man. Go take your ass back to the station. Go.
What's going to carry more merit in the court of law? What you've been taught, or what has been taught in school?
Come on, better way.
10, 20.
Better way. Man, these Aboriginals are too advanced for that type of arguments, man. I'm serious. You got to come back to that.
There's no advancement.
That's right.
You're saying that you're the Aboriginals, but nobody.
No, we saying you are 85er. So all you got is questions and no answers.
But they do teach that we've been in slavery.
Look at Battle Axe is saying that since we wasn't taught that we was the Aboriginals in school, it ain't true. That don't mean that, man.
It's only your truth. Nobody else.
Did they teach you as an Israelite in school, nigga?
Check it out. Nobody's going to be able to acknowledge.
Is you an Israelite in school? They taught you that in school?
They taught us that the Bible. They taught us that the Bible
you as an Israelite in school. Yes
or
no?
They taught us that the Bible.
Yes or no, bro?
No, they didn't. But they did
you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro.
But they never said that they didn't
Walking
exist.
contradiction.
Hold on.
They taught us that we wasn't shit in school. That's what they taught us in school, man.
But they never said that they didn't exist, and they never said that we never went through slavery. They never said none of these things.
You guys told us that we wasn't shit in school, man.
No, they never said that we wasn't shit either. They just
yes,
never
they
said
did,
what
man. They said we wasn't shit. We wasn't nothing but slaves. Our life started with slavery, and it's gonna end with slavery, basically.
That's right.
They never said that.
And here's another fact. Those images that they show us in school with bodies hanging, that ain't from the fucking 1800s. That's them trying to kill us in the early 20th century, bro.
That's right.
People are wearing clothes that matches up with the clothing.
Bro, that's part of warfare, bro. That's them fucking with your brain.
Pictures,
that's why you suffer from
hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you one thing though. Let's get one thing fact. The 1800s was only fucking two generations ago. It wasn't.
And when did Jim Crow start? When did Jim Crow start?
My pops was born in 42.
When did Jim Crow start, bro?
His mom was
born
in
1942, nigga, not 1842.
My pops was born in 42.
1842.
His mom was born in the fucking the late
in 1842. Your daddy was born in 1842, nigga.
And yeah,
shame.
You an Israelite and a time traveler?
And his dad was born in the late. His dad was born in the late 1890s, and his dad was born in the 1800s.
So
and 1900s
so my dad's grandfather was alive during the time of slavery. Just my dad's granddad.
Okay, hey, that's funny because they was mining gold in 1849, and San Francisco wasn't even established until like 1850, bro.
That's right.
But the whole motherfucker is full of buildings. But the whole San Francisco full of buildings, my nigga. So in 27 years from the corporation of San Francisco, they supposed to build up the whole city, my nigga.
San Francisco was established
because
of the gold rush. San Francisco was established because of the gold rush. The western world, the western part of the United States was
and go look at all the buildings that was in San Francisco already.
There was no other reason for
people to
cross the Rocky Mountains.
In the 1850s, bro. Who built up the whole city of San Francisco in 1850, bro?
Yes, they built the whole fucking city of, man, they built all kinds of cities all the fucking time. They built cities all the time.
Boy, they was in some goddamn motherfucking she-shack ass motherfucking brothels during 1849.
You make it seem like it takes a lifetime to build.
That's right.
They had slaves. They had a lot of people that was
your granddaddy, nigga. That's it.
Man, come on. Look, Battle Axe, man. We was not no slaves in this country like that, man.
We were slaves in this country. Other than that, there was nothing else that will explain. Nothing else can explain the fucking wealth gap.
You a slave in the country
the educational gap.
Your mental suck, bro. Your mental suck bad.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If slavery didn't exist, then how did the wealth gap come about between
somehow this nigga on some wild crazy shit.
Hold on, just answer the
question. If slavery didn't exist, since you guys are the fucking #1 teachers of the fucking existence, and you guys are the ones that holds all the knowledge of everybody else. Hold on. Since you guys are the gatekeepers of knowledge and everybody else just don't know shit.
Welcome to Atlantis.
How did the wealth gap?
Everybody don't, but you definitely don't.
Listen, how did the wealth gap come about between blacks and whites?
It's called the KKK, motherfucker.
The KKK
riots, fires, study all of the great fires in the late 1800s.
KKK, Knights of the Golden Circle. You know what that is? Research, nigga.
Riots, banks taking the land with their motherfucking taxes. The 1934 Gold Standard Act taking all the gold from our motherfucking
mulatto child.
Okay, now let me ask you a question though. What places?
How many more answers do you need, nigga, for the same question?
So what places took all these though? What
not
was
to
it? Just
mention the
random?
marginalizing of the
Let me ask
housing
you a
market
question,
to keep
though,
us
to
from
that.
gaining
Was this,
wealth through the housing market.
The people that took all your land and took all these things, was it just random people doing random acts of hate? Or was this something that was done?
Millions of
Was this something that
Europeans
was
flooded into America,
carried
bro.
out?
It
Millions
was
of
the orphan
Europeans
trains,
flooded.
nigga. It was them 100 million motherfucking European peasant-ass immigrants came through Ellis Island, nigga, that they set loose on this motherfucker who didn't have shit. Didn't have nowhere to go. Was over here on horse and buggies, but you think they built all of this shit.
That's
but
right.
How did they get your shit? They move these big ass blocks, my nigga, of stone
How did they get your
on horse
shit?
and buggy? Because they on horse and buggy in 1849, and the building's already here.
Your shit in? Listen, man, just answer the question, man. Stop melting down. How did they get all your shit when you were here overpopulated now?
Already answered that, Goofy.
So advanced? Let me ask the question so I can get the answer.
He already answered it.
Let me ask the question so I can get the answer. It's not a long question. How did they get all your shit when you had the advantage? When you had all
this your and y'all, and if you ain't one of us, man,
they don't got all our shit
from down off the motherfucking goddamn.
We sharing our shit. That's what we're doing. We're sharing it.
No. How did they get all your shit? Because these ain't your court buildings, and this is not your police
department. Yes, it is.
These ain't your roads.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
our
are.
ancestors
No,
built
not
them
because
court
you
buildings. Our ancestors built them court buildings. That's why they can't build no more.
I pay for that shit, nigga. I pay
You're being
for them.
delusional. Why don't you own it? Why don't you own it? You pay
nigga.
for it and you don't have no say-so in it? You a
Nigga,
bitch.
it's called war. Do you know what happens in wars, my
No,
nigga?
you're a bitch.
Do you know what happens
you
in
had all this
wars?
shit and these
we got conquered because of niggas like you.
Hold. First of all, how do you say we bitches, and then you want to say we slaves in the same time?
That's right.
You want to accept that we were slaves, but then all of a sudden, how they got your shit? Like, what are you talking about?
It could be an Israelite.
AP.
That's the only reason why. So he can be an Israelite and be in the Bible.
Your predecessors was some pussies. That's why we right here.
That's right.
Salute.
Try.
It's niggas like you that disrespect what our people really fought for, what our people have really died for.
That's right.
Chat, change your name to Butternut.
These ain't your courthouses. These ain't your police department.
Butternut.
How did all these people build all this shit up right under the fucking?
How is not your police departments when a lot of the police departments are employed by?
They're not your police departments because the police is set up by the white man, and these motherfuckers are doing our people injustice.
That's not true, man.
The police.
That's not true, man. No,
nobody black is saying, "Hey, then the police department is ours." The police, they're actually saying, "Defund."
It is ours. I hear people talking like that.
Nigga, FTP, nigga, FTP, old slave.
They're actually saying they're making more complaints about the police.
Okay, better ways. You know what? You can hear that now. So what are the black people saying? Where's Israelites? Where the Israelite stuff at then?
You don't have that shit destroyed.
It's destroyed. It's destroyed. Then what the fuck is you standing on, my nigga? Then what are you standing on? What are you standing on then? If it's all been destroyed, what are you standing on?
W. I am is a good Israelite. He understands. This dude battle axes.
We have been
Butternut. Let me break the news to you, my nigga. You're not an Israelite.
Listen, we have been. That's just the fact. We have been defeated and relocated and
Battle
taken
Axe.
from our
Listen, man.
homeland.
Hey man, get this
What?
Gentile ass
Look,
nigga out of here.
hey, check this out, Battle Axe. Look, the Aboriginals, us Aboriginals, is saying, okay, this is our land, this is our house, and you saying y'all don't got nothing. Now, what you want to do? I'm not gonna gravitate. Look,
Africa.
intelligent people are not gonna gravitate towards that, man.
What we're saying is that our land is in Africa, and that
Hey, bro, they got a Cherokee prison that's dated 1874, bro. They got a Cherokee prison in 1874, bro.
And intelligent this would never be your land. They would know that. They would look
If
around and say,
you was real smart with that Israel talk,
this
you would know that Israel's in America before it was anywhere else.
Bro, this nigga hate himself.
That's
Hate
right.
yourself in private, nigga. Don't come on here hating yourself all in front of our people, making all the tribes look bad, nigga.
There's way more people that's more invested in this nation than just black people for us to sit here and try to ridiculously claim it. It's not ours.
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro. Every last one of you nutbag niggas.
Better ask. Not the Negroes, the Aboriginals, man, is claiming their land, the Americas, and you have anything.
Yes, we are. We're claiming Africa.
Man,
we're actually
no, y'all not. Y'all lying. No, you're lying. Hold on, Better Ace. Hold on. Y'all lying because y'all are not relocating back to y'all not building nothing in Africa.
Just allow me to be able to
y'all
speak.
not building nothing in Africa, Israel.
Hey, excuse me though. Allow me to be able to speak on the
discipline. What happened to the discipline?
Excuse me. Allow me to be able to speak on the platform though. Allow me to be able to do that. We are claim Africa. And Africa is actually inviting us back also. They actually have a program called the Year of Return or the
Why aren't you there then, man?
Why
aren't you there, man?
Finish, nigga. Stop cutting me off with your bitch ass.
Man, you just want to cut.
This nigga on some wild,
you know what?
crazy shit.
You trying to give me some ice cream. You trying to give me some ice cream.
Stop cutting me off. I'm answering your question, so stop cutting me off with your bitch ass.
Hey, but check this out, Battle X. Check this out.
Stop cutting me off.
Hey, man.
I'm trying to answer the question.
What? You ain't answering the question.
So they're fighting us. They got a program called the Year of Return, the Joseph Project, where they're actually giving us free land and they're giving us all the
that was 2019, and that was some bullshit.
They started it up again this year. They said because due to the coronavirus, that whole little thing got messed up. Because of the coronavirus.
Well, nigga, take your ass back to Israel, then.
They started it up again this year, last month.
Nigga, we from America. We in America. We ain't gotta go nowhere. We done already.
Bye, nigga.
They're not giving it away.
Get your good curly sideburn ass out of here.
By the way, why should Negroes leave Detroit and build up Africa? Why should they do that? When all those you got all those
better weather, we actually came from there. The people are inviting us back.
So we
they actually say that white folk claim to it. These people don't say that here.
Bro, you so goddamn stupid and dumb, bro. Every last one of you nutbag niggas. Y'all some stupid niggas.
Hey, you know what? By the way, man, since I met AP and them, the Israelite stuff is the worst thing black people, Negroes could have ever came in contact with, man.
That's right.
Worst thing, man.
Well, okay, that's your opinion.
That's right.
There's a lot of blocks and there's a lot of obstacles that you guys are not even trying to address, but they're inevitable.
Matter of fact, I could address the Israelite shit.
Man, shout out Alpha Man in the chat. Shout out Supreme
Yeah, shout out to my Israel. Shout out to my Israelite brothers that really get the understand cultural practices.
Hey, AP, you gonna let me talk?
You say that this is your homeland, so when is this going to be yours?
What you mean? It's already ours.
When is it going to be yours? When is
they've been trying to get us off this land for hundreds of years, nigga. We the only undefeated motherfuckers on the planet.
When are you going to be able to
we can go visit our grandmama's bones, nigga. Go to Israel. Go connect with yours.
We ain't run off our land like everybody else on earth, nigga. That's the problem. That's why they hate us, nigga.
Mount Rushmore.
That's right.
Hey, look, AP, better. What the brother just said. We didn't run off away from our land like other people did. What you think about that? That's a good point, man.
All I'm asking you is this question.
Everybody fled their land, bro. And where they run to when they want to come be some refugees, nigga, right here.
That's right.
It's all over the place, man. All over the place.
When it's going to be yours? When are you going to actually be able to utilize it as your
deal
own?
with that statement what the brother
bro,
just
I'll
said?
come
Now?
on your block and
Battle
utilize
X.
it as my own, nigga, and start
Be
selling
able to
crack to
utilize
your
the
neighbors,
land
nigga.
as
How about
yours.
that?
When?
Battle X, man. I don't know.
When are you going to be able to take control of the resources? When are you going to be able to take control of the resources?
Have you ever read the King Alfred plan? Are you familiar with that?
Are you going to answer my question? So are you
Yeah,
going to just say never?
I am. That's why I'm asking you this question.
Hey, man, don't make us pull up and take over your block, dog. What's your?
Hold on,
Where you at?
let
What
him answer
city
the
you in,
question.
man? We pulling up. We finna take over your land, nigga, under your
When
feet.
are you going to be able to control?
We gonna take the land from under your feet.
Right.
Let him answer the question.
Leone,
Hey,
nigga.
Battle X, are you familiar with the King Alfred plan?
Liberia, nigga.
When are you going to be able to control the resources of this?
Are you familiar with the King
Can you answer
Alfred
that
plan?
question though without a question?
Hold on. Answer his question,
known
Battle
as
Axe.
Rex
Stop
84.
deflecting.
Are you familiar
Stop
with
on
that?
the Hebrew
AP,
shuffle.
you ain't answer my question yet. AP, you ain't answer my question yet.
Hey, nigga, ain't nobody got no
I'm
resources
asking you a
but us.
question. When are you going to be able to run this as
Hey,
your
hold
land?
on.
When are you going to take
I got
control of
your
the
question.
resources?
Let's get the Florida boy. He got a question that he seems that wasn't answered. What was your question, young man?
What was the hood made of?
Hold on, mute up, man. I can't hear him. Battle Axe, damn, show some this. I don't want to kick you off the damn panel. I'm talking to somebody else. They trying to get a question, G.
I asked you already what was the hoodies made of.
You talking about the hoodies from
the 15,000 years ago.
Yeah, hold on, let me pull that up for you, sir. That's
You already did that. I had already asked you that.
That was made out of furs. That was made out of fur, double insulated fur. Often deer, reindeer, and other animal fur.
So you saying they still got the thing that was made 15,000 years ago?
Yeah, the concept of double insulated hoodies, which is long sleeve hoodie.
Yeah, I know that. I know what a hoodie is, AP. I'm saying, I'm like him. Do you got a picture or any kind of evidence that hoodie still exists?
Absolutely. I'm about to take a screen. Matter of fact, if I'm about to drop Hawk School, put the link in the back chat. The link to the American Indian Encyclopedia, and we're gonna go show them an image of this 15,000-year-old hoodie.
Hey, man, he in the slow class.
Put it in the back, and I'll pull it on up.
Yeah, put that in the back for him. Yeah, these niggas must be new to this class.
I'm not new. I'm just saying, you talk about 15,000 years. You talk about a shirt or the hoodie or anything surviving.
Yeah, we're talking about a hoodie, bro. This is not nothing that I'm making up. This is what the experts say, and I'm also going to illustrate and show you this.
Yeah, but we know the experts can lie. We know scientists can lie. All of them can lie.
If you've been around, this is not nothing new. We went through the whole encyclopedia.
I've been heard it. I've been heard it, AP. I heard it from you. I heard it. So I'm just saying, do we got any kind of image or anything to prove it?
No, that's what I'm saying. If you was around listening when we was talking about this in the encyclopedia, we also showed you this. You see what I'm saying? But we're gonna show you again.
Yeah, about 4 years ago, nigga.
We're gonna show you again right now.
Why y'all been get disrespectful to me too?
Say what?
No, I'm saying the dude that had said something about nigga, like he been to get disrespectful to me just because I want to see this evidence.
Hey, it's this big Hawk School, man. I ain't never gonna bite my motherfucking tongue. No disrespect to anybody who ain't disrespecting. And if you are disrespecting, I ain't got nothing but heat and motherfucking arrowheads for that ass.
Oh, I'm not disrespecting. I know I'm an Indian.
I tried.
But I just want to see this proof that we keep talking about. They got.
Well, we're gonna need you to do some research. We can't do all the research alone, my brother.
Hold on,
you can't make a claim and can't prove it though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to show it on the screen for you right now. Give me just a second.
Y'all just changing up everything.
That's right.
This is crazy over here.
Hey, but listen though, there ain't nothing crazy, brother. You just don't know, and now you want me to stop what I'm doing to prove it. But I have no problem showing that to you,
because
brother.
you said it today in your show, and I just want to see what kind of material is made of, and do we got an image of it? That's all I did.
I also told you the book and reference where to go get it, so you don't have to necessarily wait on me, sir, to do your research. You can literally go to the book that's out there that I've gave away in public forums and several builds, almost a dozen builds I've gave this book out.
So AP, why did you just show that picture? You just show that dude holding that little white boy.
It's already on
Why
my.
did you show that picture? Why did you
It's
show that
already
picture?
on my. It's already on my StreamYard. So it says it's part of my banner. I can pull up a couple of different
But
banners.
why did
That's
you
already.
show it?
That's
Why did you
right.
show it? Why did you show it?
I have to save it. I have to save it beforehand. These are
Because
old
you
banners.
wanted to prove a point. That's why you showed it to him. Now I'm asking you to show something, and you telling me to go look it up now.
Yeah, because I don't have it on my banner, sir. I don't know what to tell you.
You got to start coming prepared if you're gonna be talking like that. AP, this your channel, and you be asking, you be telling people to pull up stuff, but you can't pull up nothing.
But y'all can pull it up though.
Not,
So if he
I'm
asks you to pull it
not.
up, just pull it up.
Listen, I'm not your savior. You want daddy to come
And
tie
I
your
ain't need you to be
shoes.
my savior.
That's
I don't
right.
want you to be my
That's
savior.
right.
I come
That's
over
right.
here. I come over here to hear you hate and lie every day. That's why I come to your channel to hear you hate. That's all you gonna do.
Like I said, nigga, you niggas want a nigga to tie your shoe, little boy. Tie your own shoe.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I
Listen, but
follow Big Chief podcast, man. I already know more than you anyway.
Listen, it's never not been a question that I haven't answered. I told you we got 15,000 euro hoodies. I told you to go look it up. You want me to show it to you?
Yeah,
That's right.
Listen, I don't have a problem showing you that image. So give me just a second, and I'll pull that image up on the screen right now. Okay?
That's right.
And then you can go.
Wow,
and then
AP,
you can-
you for real? AP, you for real?
Here we go, right here. This is
Wow.
what the double insulated
That's
hoodies
a
look like.
drawing, AP. That's a drawing.
That's how
AP,
you patent stuff.
This
that's
is
a
a double.
drawing, AP.
This is
That's a drawing.
This is a rendition of the double insulated hoodies. You can go to the American Indian Encyclopedia. You will see the same image, and it's going to illustrate where these hoodies come from, how old they are. They are 15,000 years old, sir.
That's right.
So we just believe everything we see on pictures and what the white man say and science say. We believe all that, right?
That's what you Africans do.
That's what y'all
Yeah,
do.
isn't that what you're
You
doing
get
with the
drawings
Bible?
of these ships.
I don't
You get
believe
drawings of
it.
these ships. Talking about y'all
You
came
gotta
over on ships across the ocean. They show y'all drawings of that, and you Pan Africans come over and try to sell it into us.
That's
Hey, man,
right.
I just told you who I was, man. I just told you who I was. Why you saying anything about a Pan African? I just told you who I was and who I follow.
He believes he's black
I
European.
wasn't
So
talking
he's
about.
different.
I'm talking about the Pan. I'm talking to the Pan Africans, the ones that come over and push that. Y'all push the
It ain't no
drawings
Pan
of
African
those
talking. I was
ships.
talking.
Y'all
I
push the
still.
drawings of those ships, and then want to come over here and come with these lame ass arguments with no evidence. Your damn self.
There ain't
That's
no Pan
right.
African did that. Ain't no Pan African did that.
Hey,
I'm talking about who
They
did.
can't do it.
Hold on,
They
boy.
did.
This ain't nothing that I'm making up. According to Josephine Patrick, PhD of Denver, Colorado University, Denver University, and Wendell Oswald of Oxford University, and of Alvin Josephy of Cornell University. This is what these people came to the conclusion and said about these particular hoodies and fabrics found in America amongst North American
So
Indians.
that make it true.
They got the data. They did carbon data. They got scientific journal reports put out. It's been peer reviewed, and they done found a conglomerate of these fabrics in a
So
general
AP,
earth.
they also said the Earth was 3.6. Believe that?
Say what?
They say the Earth is 3.7 billion years old.
Well, you got to know what you're listening with. If you listen to a retard, you're going to listen to a retard. They also have people that have studied and documented what my people's done. So you're talking about what other people do. I'm talking about what my people did. My people created these hoodies. White people is just agreeing that these hoodies actually exist. So when I say that my ancestors did something, they got their own perception of time and how long we've been here. And white people
all you had to do, you had to prove that was a drawing.
You can go to the Macintosh stele, and our people don't believe we was here for that time. They believe
Why didn't they give you the image of the actual hoodie they found?
That is an actual image. This is a still frame.
That was the actual hoodie that they found.
That's not a painting. That's not a painting, sir. The actual thing is actually in the Smithsonian. Let me see where it's actually at. Let me look this up. You can go to the U.S. Bureau of Ethnology Museum and this artifact is in there. That jacket is still worn today, often by a lot of people. Often the reindeer fur has been swapped out for sealskin or caribou. So, like I said, this particular image that you've seen is still in the U.S. Bureau of Ethnology Museum. That's still in there today, brother. It's an actual artifact. So dismiss me with the painting shit, sir.
That's right.
You must be a little guy around here. Go keep learning from them little dummies you teaching you come around here from Europe and shit.
All right, AP. Okay. You won.
Yeah. So go lay down, lick your nuts, boy. I proved my point.
Man, Israelites got to lay down it. All the Aboriginals, man.
Hold on. What point you prove, AP? You still ain't showed me this image. You just showed me a drawing, and you tell me what somebody said according to. You told me somebody according to said this.
So you asked me about the hoodies. I showed you an image of the hoodies. I also illustrate where you can go find it in a museum if you want to go take a look and visit it and touch it for your goddamn self.
Was that a drawing? Did somebody draw that, AP? Answer the question. Did somebody draw that?
Yes, it's a rendition.
No, say, did somebody draw it?
Yes, it's a rendition. Somebody wrote
the book. Why they couldn't just show the original image?
Somebody wrote the shit, man. Somebody wrote the shit and put this image in there of an actual.
They also wrote a Bible. They also wrote a lot of things, AP. They also wrote that the earth was 3.7 billion years old, AP.
We're not reading this, sir. We also read that they read that Indians had tails and
tell me where you won at then, AP. Tell me how you won then. Tell me how you won.
Because I proved my point by using.
So what point did you prove, AP?
That not a single scientist say that
AP, what point did you prove?
We're on the planet more than 8,000 years.
That's right.
Yeah, so I want to know how they know the Earth is 3.7 billion.
Did you see the science of the pale face? Have you seen what the scientists say about the pale face? That they only existed between 6,000 to 8,000 years on the planet Earth? All the scientists agree?
Who are you talking to, me?
I'm speaking in general. The pale face has only been on the planet 6,000 to 8,000 years.
That's right.
Okay. I don't believe nothing they say because they can't tell me
what is we gonna talk to you about, nigga? You don't believe nothing we say. You don't believe nothing the scientists say. So what do you believe? What the niggas screaming on the corner to you and the motherfucking frills and motherfucking
nigga, proof. Proof. That's what I want.
He gave you a reference point, and he also gave
I can't help you, bro. My proof is looking at me in the mirror.
I was talking to AP, man. I was talking to you, AP, man. This is channel. Why everybody always got to jump on and
it's called a panel, my nigga. It's a discussion, my nigga.
Like you not
AP in the beginning told y'all to have discipline. AP said have discipline. Y'all have discipline.
And you keep asking the same question.
I ain't asked no same question. AP never answered my question. I told him he had it, but then when I mute my mic, he tell me, "Oh yeah, I proved my point." And he haven't proved his point yet.
Did y'all all hear me answer the man's question, you guys? I'm gonna mute him up. I'm gonna allow y'all to answer that.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you answered the question.
Hold on. Did I also show you an illustration of what these 15,000-year-old hoodies look like?
That's right.
I think this guy has contention with you because his leader probably sent him over here to cause confusion, stir up a lot of chaos.
No, we have the proof on what he say. We'll smoke his leader. He been ducking too.
That's right.
Yeah, we see him ducking too.
Yeah, boy, we ain't confused on who you are, Florida boy.
Okay, AP, is the guy that was asking you those questions, is he an Aboriginal though?
Yeah, he's a Native American Black European.
What? Is he saying he Aboriginal like you are, or
he's an Indian mixed with Black European and all that shit? That's what they are.
All right, so y'all got some different doctrines.
Yeah, these niggas just came out the woodworks.
Hey, I did not never say one time I was anything. Know what I'm saying? I told you I was an Indian. But where you getting all this other stuff from?
Well, we know. We hear you. You ain't say it today, but you said it before.
Okay, it don't matter what I am though, right?
Oh, well, we talking about. He asked, "What you are?" and I'm just illustrating. So why are you denying?
Why you didn't let me answer? You don't know who I am. You don't know who I am.
I just want to know what y'all brothers. I was trying to see what y'all brothers.
Hey, peace.
Said that you were black.
Peace.
Man, it's two fires over here.
Peace, gentlemen. God, what's up, man?
You're killing them.
Hey, real quick, man. Real quick. The brother that asked the question, he said he identifies as an Indian, right? Who's that speaking? I can't see the panel. Who's that?
Boy, that's Florida boy.
The boy from Florida.
Okay. So, brother, what does Indian mean?
It don't matter. Why do it matter, Chief? Chief, tell
No, listen, brother. Listen. You're identifying yourself as something. And I asked you a simple question because there's contention between Indians and yourself. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Are you here to? Because if not, you here to build, or you here to just, like they said, cause confusion.
Time wasting pro.
Okay, well then let's build then. So back to the Indian. I asked you a simple question. Your teachers who are telling you American Indians should know what Indian mean. What does Indian mean, brother?
just because I said I'm an Indian. But you could call yourself an Aboriginal. What do Aboriginal
I can tell
mean?
you what Aborigine mean. I can tell you what that means.
Don't answer our question.
What do
Hold on, wait.
mean?
We back to Indian. Let's go back to
That's
Indian.
still a
Let's go
term.
back to Indian.
Either way, it goes,
Let's
still
go back
be
to
a term.
Indian. Let's go back to Indian, sir. Let's go back to Indian. Let's go back to Indian. Okay.
And we'll answer your question, sir. There's no problem. We answer every question you ask, sir. We'll obviously break down.
That's right.
Aboriginal, sir. We're here to teach, sir. You're here to learn.
That's right.
Right. Because apparently you're not learning anything with Ratatouille. And he's a coward because he don't hit that link.
That's right.
Okay. And he sent you over here. And you don't even know what Indian mean, bro. You don't see a problem with that?
I never told you I didn't know what it means.
Well, okay. Well, then why are we having this? I asked you a simple question, brother. What does Indian mean? What does Indian mean, Florida boy? I got you, brother.
What do Aboriginal mean?
No. Back to Indian. I teach you on Aboriginal.
What about
Because if you asking the question, check this out. When I ask the question, I know the answer to it. So you should know the answer to it.
I know the answer to it.
So, bro, you arguing for nothing because it don't even matter to me.
That's right.
You got to You came to me.
Album out tomorrow. Cowboys and Indians return to Doc Holiday.
That's right.
Never die, brother. 420. Back to you, sir. Back to you. Indian, sir.
Go get your leader and see if it's
Yeah, it's a bitch ass to know what Indian means. Because you don't know what Indian means, sir. You don't know. Just say you don't know. That's all you have to say.
He ain't answer no questions, so go get your leader.
You're not qualified, and Ratatouille ain't qualified to never speak to me, ever, sir. So watch y'all motherfucking mouths, bro. You don't even know what Indian mean, but y'all beefing over Indians and Aborigines. Y'all to be ashamed of yourself.
Stupid.
That's worse than being an agent. You like some dumbass zombies that's being led by a rat.
That's right.
Your leader is master.
You niggas some rats. You don't even know what the fuck Indian mean, but y'all arguing about Indian. The fuck? This nigga still, he said, I know what Indian mean, but tell me what Aborigine mean. Nigga, are you serious right now? The fact that y'all don't know what Aboriginal mean is a problem, because then you're arguing for nothing.
That's right.
See, these are the problems that we have. And so that means that you're wasting our time because you got a dumbass smartphone that you could just look in there and say, let me look what Aboriginal mean. Why am I arguing with these people all the time? We're saying we're just the first inhabitant of this motherfucking land and we never came here. You can call yourself what the fuck you want to call yourself, nigga. You come over talking about I'm an Israelite. All that stuff is made up, dude. The fuck that got to do with us being from here?
That's right.
See what I'm saying? You niggas, bro, and then turn around and be like, you not working for them? Then you want us to show you paperwork from them. And then if we don't show you something that comes from them, you don't respect it. What type of goofy ass coons are you? Let's think about that. Shame. Ain't nothing that the Aboriginal community saying to you motherfuckers that it should offend nothing. Nothing. The fact that you don't know what these words mean and you arguing makes y'all look so fucking dumb. Battle actually up here arguing for nothing, bro. You don't have nothing to argue about. Your spiritual, your religious preference has nothing to do with your lineage, dude.
I don't ever bring up my religion.
Bro, you so goddamn
nigga,
stupid
that's
and
all
dumb,
you talk
bro.
about, my dude. That's all you talk about. All we talking about is science, my nigga. You saying you're repping Africa. You know, your brother, shout out to I Am, bro. He at least is man enough to say, man, that's not true. You know that's not true.
I don't bring up the Bible to y'all,
You know
man.
that's not true, bro.
I don't come here teaching the Bible to a bunch of wicked ass.
Come on, bro. But it's about growth, though, man. These motherfuckers is telling the truth and growing. Some of you motherfuckers been doing this for years. You some dumb. Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all agents, fam.
Can you be honest? Can you at least be honest about me? And when you started to say I come over here teaching the Bible, I never open up any book, chapter, or
Bro, that's all you talk about is the Bible. You actually read the Bible on my show. Smoking a joint, nigga. What you talking about?
I don't bring up any book, chapter, or verse to y'all ever. You guys are a bunch of.
That's not. Hey, bro, listen. Once again, your whole reference point is them. That's my point. Your whole point of reference of origin is them, not your mama, not your grandma. No. And the only thing you niggas be talking about, y'all know y'all lineage, and that's all you need to know. Motherfucker, you don't even know if your daddy is your motherfucking daddy. Watch y'all motherfucking mouths.
Questions about
man, no, bro. I'm done with you. Well, I've already been past you, bro. We done with that.
I'm just asking y'all questions.
We moved around. We don't have to. I ain't got to go back and forth with y'all, bro.
So
that's right.
Man, you pushing for these crackers, bro, and you don't even know it.
When are you gonna own this land? When you gonna start taking?
We own. Bro, listen.
When you gonna
do
take
you own
possession
land?
of the resources,
sir? Battle axe. Do you own land in America? Do you own land in America, sir?
Possession of the resources.
Do you own land in America, sir?
No.
Do you own land?
Resources.
Do you own land, sir?
Chief Holiday and all the Aboriginals, man.
If you don't, then I understand why you feel the way you
got
feel.
The greatest thing going on right now on this planet, man.
Get you some land, brother. Get you some
I
land.
just want to say that. Y'all got the greatest information on the planet right now.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, bro, because you coming a long way. And the fact that you man enough, you're man enough to say when you was wrong. Because a lot of us did that. We had to make the fucking transition. A lot of you motherfuckers is cowards to say you was wrong for going through this shit. Even I don't give a fuck if you got a doctorate, a master's, a PhD, whatever the fuck you got. Nigga, you wrong. How the fuck is that gonna help us out as anything as a people? I'll wait.
That's right.
Wait. Show me. I let me see it. This man don't even know what Indian mean. That's a problem. Anybody that's having this Indian Aborigine beef, so there's a problem. You're agent.
Chief Holiday, I don't see Negroes fighting for any other land but this continent. I don't see them doing. I don't see us going. When I say fighting, I'm not saying they're not on the military, but I'm saying like I don't see them saying, okay, we're gonna take over Africa. Africa is ours. I don't see them doing that. I can see.
Let me tell y'all something else too. The American Aborigine. We are the most. We are the most populated. It's more of us in the armed forces in the United States, as well as abroad. Period. Okay.
That's
so
right.
Keep that in the back of your mind. Get that in the back of your fucking mind. And right now, there's nobody selling boats here. Nobody shooting nothing here. Nobody doing nothing because guess what? The Navy, the Air Force is protecting your ass too, dummy. So I don't understand when people be like, oh, they have an army. Like the Klan gonna get in some tanks and ride down the hill and kill you dumbass niggas. I'm tired of y'all cowards, man. I'm niggas be like, oh, they got an army. They got an Air Force. What the fuck do you got?
Your weak ass. Your weak ass.
Bro. Like, man, please stay off TV, man, with this dumbass shit. Y'all on the wrong side of history. Y'all grandkids gonna be watching this like, look at my great granddaddy. It was this dumbass.
That's right.
Chief Holiday, when you said
that, weak ass. TV crying. Y'all grown ass men crying on TV talking about when y'all gonna get y'all land back, nigga. When you gonna buy some land? When you gonna take some land? Nigga, when them 200 million motherfucking angels come back with Jesus out the sky, nigga, when we gonna get it? How about that? What the fuck is you talking about? Don't never do that. Don't ever come over here talking about what the fuck we doing because once again, this is the only community building something. Period.
That's right.
Ever built something. Ain't no Africans came over and did nothing for us. So stop telling us about some bullshit to Africa, bro. And then talk
That's
about,
right.
bro, when I was like the Israelite, like Africa, go back to Africa, I was like, that was crazy. Stop it, bro. That's a lie. Come on, fam. Where is the power coming from? What y'all talking about? Where's the power? When we talk about Aboriginal power, there's power. Period. Where's the power? And once again, Florida boy, do ever come on this panel if you do not know what Indian means, sir? Now, what they're saying is when they want to be American Indians, that they want to be Native American ass kissing ass, cracker ass loving niggas. That's what the fuck they saying. Y'all don't have to be going back further than the Dawes Rose. Y'all some bitches, bro. Hey, but please move around. Please move around. Because this community wasn't built on that. Wasn't built on no bitch ass niggas, on no Dawes Rose, no nothing that y'all got going on, no reservation ass shit, nothing that y'all talking about. But then y'all come over here and get y'all motherfucking surfboard out in your fucking swim shorts. This is a tsunami, nigga.
Bro, you so goddamn.
Album out tomorrow.
Nigga, I'm just gonna be honest.
That's right.
Chief Holiday, the Israelite agenda is an adversarial agenda against Negroes, in my opinion. That when I look at it all, because I've been in it, you know, I was deep into it. It's an adversarial. It's an adversarial military. It's a military strategy blueprint against Negroes, man. And then the ones that's in it, we enforcing it. We reinforcing it on our people, man. And I'm sorry for doing that. You know, forgive me.
Hey, let me ask you a question, bro. How did you break away though? Like, how did you figure like to be, you know, because it's attached to religion. Am I correct?
Yeah.
How did you do it? How did you do it?
Well, just constant studying and then listening to you and AP and the other Aboriginals.
Yeah, I still don't like that Negroes though, but I got you.
Negroes, man, Negroes.
No, I mean, you know, that Negroes is interesting.
I say Negroes because I want people to put respect. I want people to put respect on Negro. You know, they should respect that word a little bit better than what we do.
And I would like to add too, man. Hey, we all came up through the ropes, man. You know, like, because for me, I learned Africa first. You know, no, I came up as a Christian, like most of us, going to church. You know, learn about God and all this. Then you start learning about what Black history is, and you just realize that everything ain't what you've been told. Everything's been a fucking lie. So it took me to listen to, like, back when A1 started. I thought that it was Africans that came over to America. It took me to really look within and say, damn, these niggas already been here. They ain't come from nowhere. You can't even find where they came from. When they talk about Olmec, they didn't come from nowhere. You find everything about Black people here. We can't even get deported out this motherfucker. That's let you know this our shit.
Hey, I'm glad you just said that because I heard Chief Holiday say that before. And that helped me start digging even more. So I'm glad you just reinforced that. We're not getting deported from here. Forget all that.
That's right.
And we're part of the military, like Chief Holiday keeps saying. We're part of the Navy, Air Force, and Marines, Special Forces, and the National Guard. And the Coast Guard. What is people talking about leaving here?
That's a fact. I'm up there, and this niggas all in the military. What my homeboy, his family from Brazil and shit, and his grandfather is German or whatever. So his grandfather old as shit or whatever. He told me he was young when he seen America. He thought America, to him, America was black because he saw nothing but black soldiers stepping foot on that motherfucker. And this is well before World War II. So that if you really start paying attention and you start listening to other people's stories of how they viewed America, man, it's gonna all mesh together the way it's supposed to. This is our shit. And can't nobody, there's nothing that nobody can say. We don't immigrate here. We don't go, man, this is our shit.
Well, that's powerful point, man. We don't immigrate.
That's right.
We don't immigrate. That's right. See, that's the advantages. See, y'all got way more advantages than the Israelites doctrine. I mean, I respect. I learned a lot from them, but hey, man, this is a higher level. This is a better level. This is a greater level. And you got more power in it. There's more power come with this.
Welcome to Atlantis.
That's right.
Oh God.
Hey, but you know what's so crazy though, bro? It don't have to be one or the other. The Aborigine encompasses everything, bro. Like being a Hebrew is a lifestyle. It is not a fucking religion, dog. Being a Muslim is a lifestyle. It is not a religion. Yeah, and listen, what they're doing is the division is the word spells, the word salad that you eating, motherfucker.
That's right.
Ain't Lotus just showed y'all like how they changing the words up yesterday. He's in his car.
That's right,
man. Y'all ain't paying attention to the real. Y'all following rats.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We say we changed the game. That's what it is, man. A lot of niggas just regurgitate. Y'all went to college, and like you have teachers assistants, and then usually you're sitting in there taking notes. It's not even the professor reading the book, because they read the book, and you sitting there and they, you know what I'm talking about. So it's not even a professor doing this. It's the teacher's assistants. Okay. When it's time to lecture and teach on it, then you bring out the professor. So y'all get shit fucked up. And that's the problem. Run around here mad about Indian. Florida boy, you mad about Indian, bro?
Somehow this nigga on some wild, crazy shit.
Anybody that got a problem, can you please put what Indian mean in the chat room? All you cowards is listening. Please put in, if you're mad, show me what Indian mean. That's all you have to do. See, this will solve all this problem. Now, guess what, you guys? We had to go through this same thing back and forth with these people that want to be Native Americans. They don't want to tell you they want to be Native Americans, and they want to be on somebody's rolls, and they want to be recognized. They're not telling you that. They want to make a beef about being Indian. So we don't need to know about bones. We need to know about monkey bones, though. Sanchez, brother, this ain't what you want. I was on your channel for 15 hours.
Okay.
5 hours and 10 hours, sir. This is not what you want, sir.
That's right.
You're a student.
Look,
you're my student, sir.
I don't think it's good for us to be claiming that we Israelites anymore. I don't think I know you said that it's a lifestyle.
I mean, what depending on how you taking it, what does that mean?
No, I'm about to explain. What I'm saying is like,
you see what I'm saying?
No, you're correct. You're correct. No, I'm not correct. I'm not correcting you. I'm saying that when people really get serious about this Israelite thing, it's more than just a lifestyle. It's actually a military strategy to take over other people's stuff and subordinate another group of people, which is really the Negro. See what I'm saying? So this thing is deeper than just a lifestyle. Yeah, you can learn good things from the commandments and all that, the 10 Commandments and all that. Yeah. But that's the good stuff part of it. But it's contaminated with all that other strategies of taking over people, the original people lands. You see what I'm saying?
Dogma.
So I think it's dangerous. I think it's more dangerous. It's more dangerous to black to Negro.
Hey, peep this out. Peep this out real fast. Shout out to RIBK. Says a person of dark genes. Then it just gets a little deeper than that. Niggas, Nijis, Moors, it's all descriptive terms of Europeans, man. See, you understand what I'm saying? So once again, there's no tribe that was sitting there, hey, we the Indians, how are you? Hey, we the Choctaw, how are you? We the Blackfeet, how are you? Don't do this, because it's gonna be a problem. And see, this is not me causing division. This is what you say is high levels of this information. Those are the things that divided us. Those are the things that divided us. While letting them come in and say, oh, you guys are Seminoles, you guys are this, you guys are this, you guys are that. And then, but we're gonna incorporate these businesses and then put you guys under us.
Tribe.
I mean, why this is that simple, bro? Why y'all arguing like there's something else going on? Then that means that we just like sitting around chasing our tail. I'm not about to do that. Just let y'all know, it's just too much. We
That's
grown
right.
ass men and women out here arguing about Indian. Are y'all serious? Indian or black? How about black? Black, Indian are the same thing. They're interchangeable slave terms, niggas. Now, when we say we Aborigines, right? The word Aborigine comes from the definition of American. The Aborigines are the copper colored races that these motherfuckers found when they came here.
That's right.
We're done. We don't have to keep going back. Aborigine only means the first inhabitant. That gives us what is called power. Now, if anything else trumps that, can somebody type in the chat room, please? Please type that in the chat room. If you say indigenous, then I'm gonna embarrass you. Okay?
That's right.
Autonomous,
but show me. And show me. And then you same Indians, right? You same Indians, right? Say, well, it's we have treaties with Indians on it, right? Okay, I got you. So they got treaties with African American on it too, dummy. They got treaties with Moors too, dummy. They got treaties with this, they got treaties with that, and they broke all these treaties. So it says right. Indians are not to be taxed. Indians are not to be taxed is an amendment. The 14th, to be exact. It's not like the First Amendment, the Second Amendment. It's the 14th Amendment. It's an amendment.
Yes, what is it? What is it?
Hey, bro, you might want to mute.
Brother AP,
hey,
my brother from another
y'all have
mother.
Air and opportunity over here to come over here and say, I'm Cap. So Indian, what does Indian mean? Show me the tribe. Name me the location of the tribe anywhere on this planet that call themselves Indians, but specifically here in America. So anybody being mad about Indian, just ask them why they mad. Because they're not mad about Indian, because they don't know nothing about that. So once again, ask them why they mad. If you are, anything else, bro, like, stop it. Please stop.
Chief Holiday, you are on point as expected, obviously, with someone with insight. I wanted and don't give me any more or less credit because I've supposedly been on this planet for a particular extended period of time. But I wanted to kind of maybe do a little back and forth with you on chopping up in some bullet points. Everything you said is indisputable, but people argue over that. That's a waste of time to one level. Whether we should entertain trolls or not, I don't think is the issue, because people like to then want to claim they have free speech, which is ironic, coming from a corporate criminal enterprise that is not free and does not speak in any truth, if you get my drift. Then we're going to be sitting here and all quarreling over what was imposed upon us and our ancestors by foreign invaders. Those are supposed simple facts that should not be even arguable. Okay? What's in a name, I guess, is where you were headed, the last things you stated. Every name, other than I would only slightly maybe correct whether or not Niji is an indigenous or original term from amongst ourselves, but all others are something attached from a foreigner who came and invaded our space. That should be something that is easily agreed upon and accepted. If it's not agreed upon, those persons, whether they are actual collaborators, conspirators, or agents, it's not your intention. Your behavior is reflecting what you do. So those actions are speaking louder than words. Can we agree?
Absolutely.
Now, I don't know who this battle axe person is or not. I don't want to call on anyone in particular. I'm only calling on the kind of disrespecting behavior. Now, if you're going to be completely belligerent, we can allow that maybe for a period of time. Then in the sake of respecting our children and our grandchildren, it cannot be tolerated. Now, I don't know whether or not people can agree with what I'm saying. I'm just making an observation for trying to give corrective behavior. This is not for grown folks that we're talking about here, because grown men and women, if I have to correct you in this fashion, they used to say it back in the day with Big Mama, I need to take you to the woodshed. Okay? Now, in public discourse, as our culture supposedly dictated from our elders as well, you don't air dirty laundry. Would that not be correct, Chief? Could you could you give me your perspective on what that means and not airing dirty laundry?
I mean, a lot of what we're doing every day on YouTube at this point
is airing out dirty laundry.
So,
you know
so that's kind of why I wanted to. If you could just give me a moment, bear with me just a moment on what is effective behavior. Now, I just listened to the elder earlier this morning. That's Neely Fuller Jr. What I find interesting with all the FBA crowd, except for my brother Don P, if he's still in the wings, I love him. But never do I hear the FBA clan, not even Tariq Nasheed, not even Jason Black, nor Professor Black Truth, which is why I'm calling them specifically, actually state what Neely Fuller Jr. says as they claim that they are following his edicts, as they claim that they are on code, as they claim that white supremacy is the be-all to end-all, but yet and still, they never really revealed what is either A, black inferiority, which, by the way, is required for there to be such a thing as white superiority, or the other option, which is for me, what is an actual black identity that is not attached to whiteness and is not then described as being inferior in comparison to? Do you get my point that I'm saying, Chief?
Absolutely. You know, I'm one of the guys, man. You know, I like to go dig something up by the root. So if you're weeding something out, right? I weed it. Go in the garden or go in something, you go pull, you don't like just cut the weed at the top, you know what I'm saying? And so you can't see it in the dirt no more, right? No. You got to get in the dirt. You got to go grab it from the root, right?
Now, and extract it is what I'm hearing you say.
It out so it won't grow again. So it won't grow again, right? Now, when you extract it from the root, right? It's hard. Every time we always get to the root of everything. Black is a root, white is a root. It's a caste system. Now, all these smart guys are psychologists. Professor Black, they're practicing psychologists.
But within the construct. So if you're still within the matrix, go ahead, brother.
What I'm just saying though, but they're going on those rules. And we're talking about Professor Neely Fuller Jr., right? Even this concept or whatever. You know how
within the construct. I know we're saying on the same page, but within the construct.
You have to have a black-white construct in his construct, right? In that matrix. We reject that, right? And we don't give white power. They do by saying, hey, we have black power, and you don't have black power in that construct. That's the problem. When we're saying Aboriginal power, we're saying we are Americans. We're the first Americans. Now, I just want to address the Ab. Ab is denoting land. You have to look up these terms. Original, you can be original. Okay, original. We are the original people here. When we say we're the Aborigines, right? It's not away from the land. It does not mean that. And if you can find that, it means away.
I know you know.
You understand?
Etymology doesn't have a precursor for autochthonous. There is no word to be used to describe autochthonous. You see, so that would be another example of the point you just made. That is a starting point. There's nothing that precedes it. So when we keep having these people, these tethers, these foreigners, these immigrants, and I might say these criminal invaders, because I don't care whether you walked across the Bering Strait and call yourself a Native American. I don't care if you have a Mongoloid, Asian, or whatever hybrid population that you think you came from. But again, everybody is saying stuff they think they came from. And even in Europe, when they start finding out the melanated origins, I know you're aware of that, Chief. Where are these white, pale people supposedly originated from? No one, not even them, actually, has an origin story for them. But we do have evidence, and in their own records, their academics, their scholarship, and the so-called history, like ignorant people like Battle Axe, like other people who are repeating what they heard or what they were told. In their own stories, they tell you they don't have a point where they can go back to where you are talking about, Chief, correct?
Correct. So they'd say, hey, let's just use this more modern term right here from Charles L. Dawes and them and Walter Ashley Plecker. But then they'll turn around and be like, oh, but you have these acts and all these other things, but then still turn around and use the documentation that comes from the Library of Congress. Are y'all serious right now? We have to predate. We have to check even the Library of Congress or the National Archives. The reason why, you guys, is because they have burnt them down several times and rewrote history and put themselves in power.
one thing they put themselves in power is saying that they are the founding fathers of this fucking country.
Now,
That's what was not
the one statement you just made, Chief. Let's just focus really on that one statement for a quick point. The act of burning, whether you go to Alexander the Great, Macedonia, whether you go to all this great African Kemet and all this other stuff they want to say, civilization, there was a reason for burning the paper trail, correct? And even after all is said and done, we got stone, we got metal, as AP was trying to go over with him today. We got rock, bone, and DNA that they even tried to alter in our face. But interesting, is it not, that they don't dig up the DNA of Turtle Island? So now, whether it's Central or South America, but I mean specifically the mound builders under our feet in North America. Now, if you could, in your great wisdom and insight, share with me 2 points that I've tried to bring up with other discussions that we haven't gotten to. The Grand Canyon, this mystery system that's within there, the Smithsonian, and are you aware that the Mormon Church has acquired 1 billion at last count, 1 billion records worldwide, while we running over and saying Ancestry.com and Spit in a Cup 23andMe is going to give us some insight? Are you aware of those, and could you give us a little insight from your perspective on those 3 things? You still with me, Chief? Or did he drop? Can I be heard, or is anyone here?
I can hear you.
Okay, I had to fix my mic. I had to fix my mic, OG. Somebody asking how to flow. I can come back and answer a couple of those questions. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, well, I really wanted to give the focus to the Grand Canyon specifically for these knuckleheads that they want to talk about Bronze Age, want to talk about where's the artifact, want to talk about why the Smithsonian has deprived us of the basic information of that. And were you aware of the Mormon Church sitting on the great vaults in the Great Salt Lake, acquiring, and how in the hell did they acquire 1 billion records worldwide?
They got all the genealogy records. We keep going on there and doing our ancestry, and they just getting more and more.
Does the brother want to speak first? And I can get into the Grand Canyon.
Go ahead.
Just from my perspective. North America, to be specific, is the most ancient, the oldest everything, the oldest mummy, oldest writings, oldest pyramids, oldest civilization, most ancient. And the reason why it's been hidden the most. And so when we talk about the Grand Canyon, you guys ever been there? Certain places you can't go, they can't fly over, certain things. There's a reason for that. You understand what I'm saying? There's a reason for all these things when they talk about no-fly zones and they want to say it's for aliens. It's not for aliens, y'all. We have to think a little bit more practical. They're talking about aliens and Bigfoot and stuff, and this is a little more practical. Our ancestors are so amazing that it has to be aliens. It has to be. It can't be us. You understand what I'm saying? It can't be us. You can't be you. You know what I mean? And so our origin stories say we come from this land. We walked up out of the Grand Canyon, out of the Mississippi River. We walked. This is our land. This is where we come from. We sprung from this land. We the Tonchans of this land. So we saying we Aborigines. We're the first inhabitant, just like the oak tree, just like the corn, cocaine. Everything comes from America. Certain animals that they say come from Africa didn't never come from Africa. Those are zoos. They come from America. Okay? So these things can be proven with science, but these things are not being published, or they've been hidden, or they're just not, not mainstream. And so European brought horses here. Really? They brought their food supply to America for us. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how big Europe is? So once again, they tell us stuff and they make themselves so big, but that's what happened with burning down the records and hiding our records, hiding our heritage, history, right? That's the problem.
And one other thing I want to
all these amazing things.
And that's why I want to put it to a point with this, because of the latest wokeism crap and CRT, this Caucasian race truth, which is what's going to be revealed when it's brought to a head. One final thing for you to think about, and I know most of the panel have not, the mound culture or the Mississippian culture, or why I call myself Ali Bamu, and people want to call it Alabama as a state. When we start dealing with just one of the mounds, or let's just say one state, Ohio has, 100,000 mounds and counting? And these mounds are all over North America, not even revealed. Some of which you say will be considered quote unquote pyramids. Some they want to tell us in their supposed academia and scholarship are ceremonial burial places. But regardless of that, the UNESCO and the United Nations, and I know you're hip to this, Chief, they said two simple statements of fact. The Mississippian culture at least is over 15,000 years as they can date. And then they claimed the Washita with the Empress Vera Diasi, Turner, Gostin, Albay, at least one supposed tribal grouping, was the most ancient people on the planet. Could you share some of these dim-witted people who may listen to you, what you think on those two things, Chief? And I yield. Thank you, young bloods, for the time. AP, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, it was kind of long. What was the last two things?
Don't forget that UNESCO, though I don't give them authority or acknowledgement, the United Nations supposed documentation of the Mississippian culture at their acknowledgement was 15,000 years. And then they acknowledged the Emperor Vera Diasi, that's the Washita, of that tribal people being the most ancient as they would claim. And thank you for the time, Chief Holiday.
I appreciate you. Hey, bro, we're ancient people. There's no time on us. You know what I mean? So even when they 15,000 years, it still predates anything that they talking about globally. So every time AP say, here's an encyclopedia, and he starts coming out with dates and times, right? Keep this in mind. These are 5,000 to 10,000 years older than anything else that's being talked about on the planet. So even when we talk about language, when we say, hey, man, we're speaking our native tongue, we're saying certain things, whatever, and they'll be like, oh, no, you guys are pseudo, right? Then we show them, say, well, okay, it comes from all the different indigenous languages that we were already speaking here. Because they act like we didn't build all these things that were built here in the Americas, as ancient as they are, with no language. That's stupid. Guess what? We even have the ancient writings in stone. Now, here's what's interesting. They say it's 15,000 years, that culture, but it's no date. They say it's at least 15,000 years. See, you understand what I'm saying? See, word spells is a motherfucker. They'd be like, oh, we found the Caluso people in Florida have been there at least for 12,000 years. So that means that they don't know the origin date of these people. And if they ask the people, just like the Sudanese or whoever, the people, wherever they find these people, they say, how long you guys been here? Forever? You know what I'm saying? 70,000, 80,000 years, whatever, right? Then the Gritos here, there, whatever. They don't have no origin date on these people. That's what they're saying. So then when we say that or whatever, so once again, they're minimizing things here in America. So when you say it's 15,000 year culture here, whatever, but then turn around and say, well, we have boats here with people that had boats here 100,000 years ago, right? But what they're doing is they don't want to connect those two dots. You understand what I'm saying, OG, Alabama? They want to tell you it's 15,000 years when it's actually 150,000 years. Because then they turn around and say, well, they had boats that go back 150,000 years in this region. But those couldn't have been human beings. So they had to be monkey people in the boats. Everybody other than our ancestors, it had to be monkey people here in America. Okay? So y'all got to understand that. So once again, this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with theories and super prejudice, insecure motherfuckers.
That's right.
Who are publishing stuff and say, well, I have a PhD, and because I have a PhD and I went to Harvard, then I can come here and say all this monkey shit. And so then you had niggas with PhDs like brother Judge Joe Brown that come back and say what he said. So once again, inference versa. You know, when they say she's the most ancient, but then they'll be like, okay, well, she's 15,000 years old, right?
What do you mean she comes from the most ancient people? What are y'all saying when y'all say that? These are the most ancient people in the world. Does that mean all over the world? What are we saying? See what I'm saying? So they're always minimizing the accomplishments of our ancestors here in America. But guess what? Somebody said something earlier. Everybody ran. I think it was Hawk School. Shout out to Hawk School. Everybody ran from their country but us. Ran from their homelands but us. So y'all gonna keep that in the back of y'all mind, man. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. And this is our shit. You have to start thinking like that. Start thinking like that. Where did they take your stuff? Wait a minute. Somebody took your land? So y'all gotta get y'all some land, man. Listen, get out of the metaverse. This is the metaverse, and go get you some land. If you have some land, get you some more. Cultivate, build on your land. Start building your community. Take this information and go outside with it. Stop hoarding it for yourselves. Get it to your family. You run around here thinking they some motherfucking monkey, African, alien people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, or kin to kun to him. They in your family. Your ass on the internet. On Oculus or something. So I don't care what y'all talking about, bro. I'm good. We're good. So let's just get, we gotta get to work. It's a lot of work over here, but I'm not gonna be arguing with nobody about being an Indian.
Hey,
Like,
Chief,
that's crazy.
you know what? I'm glad you said that because I told my friends at the time, I said, forgive me for teaching that Israelite stuff to y'all. I said we're the original people of the Americas. So that's what I say now. So I'm glad you said that.
I mean, but even with that though, bro.
I mean, hey, even being an Israelite, you know what? Israelite is American. It's all that, even that Pan-African shit. People who claim to be Pan-African, if your father of Pan-Africanism is Absalom Jones, guess what? That nigga is more indigenous to America than he was from Africa.
That's a fact. Yeah.
That's right.
I just choose to just totally eradicate Israelite stuff from my paradigm. Period. I mean, I'm not even going to hold on to that word because when I use that word, they're going to automatically connect it to the Bible.
Well, if you talk to some actual tribal people who are in some of these tribes, they'll give you a history on where Israel is. So it's just we got a bunch of stories, and everybody's dividing the story instead of putting all the pieces together. And like
that's right.
Keep saying, this is all this shit sprouts from here. If you're more all that shit, I don't give a fuck what you are. You a fucking Black American Aboriginal. All that comes from us.
I hear you. I'm not sure what you're saying, y'all saying. I'm just saying I'm not gonna deal with that paradigm. I don't want that paradigm in my spirit like that because it always try to pull me.
You gotta cleanse, bro. He has to cleanse, y'all. So you're gonna go through it because you gotta cleanse, bro. It's one of them cleanses he's doing right now. You gotta do it, man.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just saying that I don't think it's gonna be helpful or useful at all. I don't need that Israelite paradigm. I can go into that book, get your information, but I don't need the paradigm of being an Israelite. I don't, because the Israelite connects you to destroying different or indigenous people or Aboriginal people on the earth, and I don't like that paradigm because I don't think that's right. They sanction killing Canaanites and all that type of crazy stuff. I'm not rolling with that Israelite Bible paradigm, Torah to not paradigm.
That's right.
I can't deal with that. That's got to be eradicated.
Hey, bro, you know what? Hey, you know what a lot of brothers don't do, and what they fucked up with me is like, when I was in the religion in the 90s, right? I was reading and studying, and I wanted to know, well, who published this book, this Quran? Who published this? Where did it come from, right? I'm one of those guys. I research, you know what I'm saying? And when I was doing the research, once again, pulling up the roots, and I'm finding that it all went to the same place, bro. These people these are slave narratives. And it's all about money. It's business and the control. So of course, like when we talk about the I don't even want to put a Hebrew name on it or Israel name on it. Like this is like those are ancient ways that come from America. You understand what I'm saying? That we can prove. Ancient ways. This is how we are still here today, bro.
Yeah, you talking about.
So when they just name it's like me and you can come up with a game, right? Right, check it, and we don't name it, but we got a game, right? Then some guy can come, right? after eating lox and bagels and say, hey man, I like this game you guys have. All he gotta do is name it and incorporate it or whatever, change it up a little bit. Next thing you know, right, and they got write your ass out of history. That's all they're doing. They've done it in every industry.
Facts.
Period. And they're still doing it with history. So and right now it's what they're doing in the classrooms right now is illegal across America. It's illegal, and we should hold their feet to the fire.
What are they doing? What are they doing in the classrooms?
You can't listen, bro. You cannot miseducate. You're right. You're miseducating people. It's according to the Geneva Conventions and all these other things that they said that they always violate you guys. So we're not saying that, but we want to hold their feet to the fire. Things that they're saying that they do not supposed to be doing. You do not supposed to be teaching indigenous people that they're from somewhere else. That's illegal.
Man, that's great. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Chief.
That's illegal. By calling us African Americans is illegal. I'm sorry. That somebody should pay. Every time they say on television, African American, a check. Everybody should get a check. Like what the fuck? We're being harmed. Okay, we're being harmed.
That's right.
And here's another thing. You know, if they believe that Native Americans so-called came from the fucking Bering Strait, then why they ain't call them Asian Americans or some shit? Why we gotta have a nomenclature or some bullshit?
That's right.
Let me break something down, right? I listen, bro. I know people be like, I know niggas just don't do no research, bro. Not you guys. I know niggas don't do no research. I know they don't. Because we only believe whatever, right? The Bering Strait crossing is a myth.
Right.
Okay. But the fact of the matter is 10,000 BC, right? Right. There were only niggas on the planet, according to their science. I wasn't here in this form 10,000 years ago. Okay. I wasn't. But according to their science, the Caucasian wasn't here. Okay. Now, according to them, so 10,000 years prior to that, right? This planet was even darker according to their science. Okay. So 20,000 years ago, no matter how anybody was doing anything coming and going from this land, they was niggas. Okay. So we can just all put that in there, right? So even in Asia, just 2,000 years ago, everybody in Asia was niggas. Everybody in Europe was niggas. These people was not all over the planet like that.
That's right.
Mixtures of other people. I don't know why this is so hard. I don't know why people are not understanding this. This is new. This is not ancient. They're writing themselves back into ancient times by making you believe, by saying the word Asian and Siberia, that you believe that 20,000 years ago, that Chinese-looking, pale-skinned people inhabited what is called Siberia, right? Well, the science says, not what Supreme Chief Holiday is saying, because I haven't been to Siberia, but the bones in the ground in Siberia that go back 40 to 50,000 years ago say these are niggas. Okay? So when y'all say this, goddamn, that's the problem. So when people say some stuff out your mouth, you give credence because you believe that some mixed motherfuckers was coming across a Bering Strait crossing 20,000 years ago and then populated and made all these Native American mixed motherfuckers around here when these motherfuckers just got made 200 years ago. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all that. They go back and say, hey, ask Native American about something that happened 500 years ago. You wanna know why they don't know? Because they wasn't created then. Why is this a problem? Niggas just be saying, bro, it's not the Bering Strait crossing, Beringer. Is not even, it never made a hypothesis state to become a theory. Because y'all don't know why I know this? How about this? Y'all don't know why I know this? Because now they have a thing called Clovis that they're saying that Europeans got in boats 20 to 30,000 years ago and came to America. Y'all wanna know why they saying that? You wanna know why? Y'all wanna know why they saying that? Because they have what is called evidence of boats being sailed to and from America at this time period. So they had to reschedule it. They had to say, oh, well, we got to start talking about boats now. And we got to say, oh, okay, well, these Vikings was jumping on boats. And you believe, because you see the Minnesota Vikings are pale skins now, that you believe that thousands of years ago that the Vikings even was black. I mean, it was pale skins. Because those are called movies. Ben-Hur,
That's right.
Fucking goddamn, The Last Samurai, the last niggas. This is what they do to put this in your mind.
And you know what, Chief?
That's right.
They also so they putting themselves further back in history, and they bringing us up to like saying we only been here 6,000 years by believing in the Bible. They say, oh, you come from Adam, so you only been here like 7,000 years. But so they reversing the role. They reversing where we stand in history and where they stand in history.
Bro, you know what the most absurd thing about being in religion?
I didn't even see that.
You know what's the worst thing about being in religion? And why I bang on religion, bro? This is the worst thing ever. That niggas believe in the curses.
We encroaching on it. Yeah, man. That's why I said we gonna have to we'll get them, man. Shout out to I Am, man, because you're gonna be one of the ones that have to touch some of these lost Hebrews and Israelites that don't understand what we're talking about. So, like I said, but we about to get ready about this deal, though. We got one coaching on 3 hours.
Appreciate you, Bab.
Appreciate everybody for tapping in.
Hey, y'all better look out for the rap battle, man, on the 30th, man.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. April the 30th, Vortex Battle League. You got Schemes versus Job Bricks. You got Aboriginal Power versus Out the Blue 40. And there's also going to be some special guests hosting it. I don't even know who it is. I haven't even been told who it is yet, but it's supposed to be a special guest hosting it. So, hey, man, y'all be tuned. It's supposed to be dope. So, man, make sure y'all tune in to the Battle Rap event.
That's what's up, Lex.
30th. Lex ain't on here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it's gonna be on Vortex Battle League. So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. Like I said, April the 30th. Job Bricks versus Schemes, Aboriginal Power versus After Blue 40. It's gonna be a dope event. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button. Y'all might have to resubscribe and unsubscribe and resubscribe. Hit the bell, go through that whole process again. You get your notifications. You know how the algorithm is. I'm gonna be going live tonight. Y'all gonna want to tap into this. We're gonna get into some more dialogue and topic. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Shout out to Hawk School, Big Brother Hawk School. Shout out to Chief Holiday. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to Indigenous. Shout out to I Am. And shout out to DJ Cuddy in the building, man. The best to do it if you ever knew it, man. DJ Cuddy. Shout out to DJ Cuddy.
You're killing him.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. Shout out to DJ, man. He the best to do it. Hey, so with that being said, we out of here. Peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines. Before I go, I just ask y'all to drop them fire emojis in the chat. Drop those fire emojis in the chat. Hit that like button. All love to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all be safe on your daily commute. Be safe. Stay aware. Stay vigilant. Stay dangerous. You understand? It's your brother Aboriginal Power. We out. Peace.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with perky, now that hair by numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about.